avast, ahoy, and g'day once again to ye, my lords, my ladies, and everybody else not sitting on a cushion. I be your embarrassingly middle-class and subtly Australian DM Josh the Pirate, and I have the pride, the honour, nay, the privilege, to welcome you back to Corsair's Cove and the 7th anniversary of my Humblewood world for more of Songs and Scales. And he was here at the beginning, he's here right now. It's Mitch is back first of all. So, let me introduce my hearty crew. It is said that he has never lost a fight with any native Australian animal, and that his chest hair has some of the qualities of Kevlar. It's the Big Daddy Mitch. I've been told that she invented a brand new way to make strawberry jam involving wire mesh, 2 squirrels, and 14,000 volts of direct current, but is struggling to get it FDA approved. It's Jess the Queen Binch. According to Wikipedia, a likeness of her was once subject to an intense bidding war between the convent of St. Helena de Poitiers and the Dr. Seuss estate, but it was eventually resolved with a photocopy and a timeshare agreement. It's Karen, the mother of bunnies. And according to legend, he's been summoned for jury duty on more than 130 separate occasions, due partially to his storied ability to smell guilt, but also due to a staffer at the courthouse having a bit of a crush on him. It's Zach the Renegade Chicken! So let's talk about these lovely folks, shall we? Mitch, who the absolute heck are you?
I have a fight to pick.
But first, our DM tonight. It is said that his bearded visage haunts the nightmares of the wild rabbits currently resident under our house. They lie there, ears twitching, as they wait for the next emergence of the bearded demon and his tiny little black thing, which feels like it should be attacking them, but doesn't quite know what to do.
She just likes
That
to run.
Miss Josh the Pirate!
Avast, mateys.
Josh the Pirate.
So let's talk about these lovely folks, shall we? Mitch, you big daddy you, who the heck are you?
How you going, everybody? I am Mitch, also known as Big Viking Mitch. You can find me on the Twitter on occasion, and here on Twitch on very, 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 very rare occasion, but mostly just here on Corsair's Cove. Excuse me, playing a little bit of Dirt and Dirt. But yeah, glad to be back. Just blown away that it's been so long since session number 1, and was blessed to be here for session number 1, and now blessed to be here for this session. So happy days.
Been here for quite a few of the milestones. I just managed to keep wrangling you back. You're here for the 100th episode.
And the 200th as
and
well.
And the 200th, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Jess, who the heck are you?
Yes, I'm Jess, the Queen Binch. I may be the only native Australian animal that Mitch would not win in a fight against, and I am willing to put money on that and my body on the line.
He's doing
I think I would win.
Fired.
I think I'd win. I have so much rage stored inside of me. I think I would win. Nothing to do with my fighting talent. I think I'd go full drop the training weights and things would happen. In the time since you guys have seen me, I have graduated university, fractured my spine, and gotten a job. Not in that order. So yeah, it's been an interesting one. Thought it'd be a bit funny to go ahead and share. This is Barbara, my capybara. He's weighted. He's my mascot for the night. I don't know, he kind of reminds me of Milo. I can't explain it. Capybara.
Yeah.
Love
it.
He's just a baby guy. And I am just so excited to be back playing my little Milo boy.
Hell yeah.
Thanks
Karen,
for having me.
Who the heck are you?
Hi, I am Karen, also known as a mother of bunnies, and I am mother to many more bunnies now in this semi-rural environment where rabbits just appear from the wilderness because, the wild rabbit population in Australia is a problem. It is. But my two pet rabbits are luckily, safely segregated from the wild population. So any government mandated disease spreading will hopefully pass their adorable little faces by. But yes, other than that, I'm a performer, a writer, an internet addict, and I'll be here for the next couple of weeks bringing back Kiki Swiftclaw, the monk with a love for fireworks. And this rabbit on my shoulder does not have a name yet. So if you have a good pun name for my new rabbit that I accidentally bought when I was meant to be getting underwear, let me know.
I was at Aldi for this guy. Rabbit the rabbit.
Sorry?
Rabbit.
Rabbit the rabbit.
Oh, Rabbit the rabbit. And Zach, who the heck are you?
Hi, yes, I'm Zach, or Renegade Chicken. Yeah, life is life. Much has happened, much has changed, and yet I'm still exactly right here. Infection goes nowhere. It's just subsided for a while. And I'm very excited to get back in Kingsley's shoes. It's been far too long since I have allowed myself to possess enough ego. So I'm looking forward to it.
That's true, that's true.
And I be Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel, Corsair's Cove, where I run D&D now. It's been a hot minute, but once again, we are back. We did some Teens in Space before, we did some D&D First Edition before that, but we're back for some 5th Ed 2014. I will accept no substitutes. Yeah, if you like my majestic voice, you can check me out on the podcast There Be Dragons, where I play the infamous and deadly pirate Scan Felspar, and his little dragon, Rosh. Now, guys, a few things to talk about. It's been a hot minute. Because it's our 7th anniversary, we do have a giveaway that I will start the giveaway on. So create the start. There we go. We are giving away a Troll Games $10 voucher and a Steam key for Pathfinder Kingmaker. There's a couple of juicy prizes to be won there, just because, you know, it's a fancy time. It's a special occasion for us. We do have, so type !ticket in chat to go into the draw to win that. We have all the ! socials. If you want to check us out on any of those, follow along for all of the good news that's coming up. We have a Discord if you want to come and hang out with us there. And we have a YouTube if you are interested in any of the episodes that we've done before, which I hope so, because there's a butt ton of them. What else do we need to talk about? Hey, Tony, good to see you, buddy. Missed your friend. How are you? We are affiliated with the wonderful Troll Games. They donated one of the prizes for the giveaway for this evening, so check out their amazing stuff at trolllord.com. There is always interesting things going on with the TLG folks. They are a very productive and prolific crew. They publish some of the last works of the great Gary Gygax, and generally are splendid beings who support the online TTRPG community really well. What else? I don't think there's anything much else that I need to talk about. We don't really need a recap. These guys are coming straight off their previous adventure. Basically, we're going to pick the story right back up. But it was the end of the adventure, so it's to just sum it up quite nicely here. Milo, Kiki, and Kingsley were commissioned by a wizard to go and check, see if they couldn't find a lost Collegia della Noche Plateada was the name of the place. The College of the Silver Knight in English. And they were teleported to get to the place that roughly where it was. And they were teleported all right, but they didn't wind up there. They wound up in some nasty big tower called Blood Moon Bay, where they were imprisoned and met a chap called Hank, who seemed like a pretty decent dude. The bunch of them went through several combat encounters in a gladiatorial-style arena run by an admiral that was not a very nice person, before they managed to escape. Plunged into the depths of the tower at Blood Moon Bay and eventually came out the side of it with a some pretty heavy-duty trauma, let's be honest. But they did manage to find a teleportation portal home. Hank lost his brother, found a girlfriend, lost the girlfriend, found a brother.
I lost a wife, my first wife.
Fiance, they never say, unless there is no ceremony, it's just she agrees and it's all good. Turns out she'd been dead for like 200 years, so, you know, it's long distance.
Wow,
is
you were
hard.
married and widowed real quick there, like almost preemptively.
I also choose this guy's dead wife.
So, mateys, may your poetry be well received and your fiancés entirely fail to fade into mist after discovering they've been dead for over a century, as we head tremulously at first and then with mounting heat and passion into the Everden. Oh, good to say that for the first time in a while. Right. So, we return to Espinora the day after the gang's return. Basically, Hank and Kiki went to a tavern and got not rip-roaringly drunk, but quite drunk. Then Milo and Kingsley found them a little minute later, and Kingsley got up and did a bit of a poetry slam with his incredible story of the events of the last few sessions. A warning concerning teleportation went out over the evening news, sort of in the evening newspapers, and the town criers have added it to their chant for the next few days. So everybody is aware that teleportation, generally speaking, not super duper safe right now, and we are going to look into that. A note to please meet at the sign of the Hooded Crow at 5 bells has been passed to Kingsley, Kiki, and Milo. A young runner boy showed it. It's the same child to all three of you, but showed up at your place of business and or habitation to request your presence this evening with it signed Mormon Tideswell, which was the name of the wizard who hired you in the first place. A meeting time has been set. However, Hank was not party to that arrangement, and therefore the child did not seek him out. So, how would you spend your day? What would you do? And would you even fucking attend? Please attend, otherwise I have to make up something new.
Milo, I'll actually start if that's okay. Milo would run straight to Hank. With, what was he given, a note?
Yeah.
Or... Yeah, cool. Note in hand and hold it out to Hank and just, I don't know what this means. I do, but don't.
Oh.
What's the 5 bell?
So you do understand the words on the page. You just don't understand what it's asking.
What's 5 bell? Who calls it that?
I think that's a time. When they ring the bell 5 times, I would assume.
5 o'clock.
I'm assuming that they ring the bell 5. They ring the bell 5
5 o'clock.
At 5.
In the morning and the afternoon. Do we go for both?
Well, I doubt it's in the morning.
Oh, good. I'm not getting up that early.
What is this? Who's Mormon? Do you know who Mormon?
That wizard guy. That was a wizard guy.
Wait, the one that sent you on the journey to begin with?
Yeah.
Well,
that's how I met you.
I'm not going to let you go along to that little one.
I think that Kingsley and Kiki are coming, but did you get a letter?
Nope, never met the guy.
Have we met the guy, Josh?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I have.
Well, I'm gonna come along anyway. Make sure you're okay.
Okay.
Where would Hank have been?
Honestly, Hank probably would have been getting reaccustomed to the city. I'd say it's been a little while since he's been there. He'd been out and about in some various areas doing kind of bounty hunting work, or monster hunting work for a while. So it's been a while since he's been here. He won't have gone to see any of his family. But because, remind me, time hadn't progressed in any sort of horrible way, had it? Or
there was,
had it?
As I recall, I think Hank was from 2 years in the past.
Yes.
Oh, so I haven't been here for 2 years.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Hank jumped not just time, but also not just space, but also time.
Well, with that being said, I probably would have. I would have gone, and I wouldn't have gone too close, but I would have maybe just asked around a little bit to see whether or not some of my family are still around, given it has been 2 years.
Do they live in Espinora?
My family do live in Espinora. I will say, I think so. I think I never really clarified that to begin with in my backstory where my family came from. But I feel like Espinora is kind of like the capital of the region, would you say?
It's the only real city in the near vicinity. It's sort of a city-state. Not so much. It doesn't rule a large area, but it's one of the few remaining cities of the old Ellyrian Empire that still stands and is good. So yeah,
well,
but it's the only one anywhere near.
With that being the case, they're definitely here. and I would have been just kind of putting the feelers out to see if they're around, because being away for 2 years is against my nature. I probably wouldn't have been away for that long.
Yeah.
You were
maybe
in
they're
jail.
Probably, yeah. So they probably wouldn't have. They'd probably be a little bit concerned about me as well, I imagine, at that point in time.
Yeah.
Or my mother's.
Anyone who recognized you, if you, like, you would presumably look up an acquaintance or two to sort of make that connection, and anyone you sort of went to would have been like, "Oh my God, Hank! Hey buddy, it's been a while. You all right?" Everyone was worried about you. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just a little bit of time issue, I guess, is the best way to put it.
I mean, you look all right.
Not much time's changed for me or passed for me, but it seems like a lot of time's passed for everybody else. So
Right.
I'm probably looking just as fabulous as I was the last time you saw me.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Your mom is worried. You should know.
So just as a reminder, I've got a dad, but I've got a birth mother.
Yeah.
Called Deidre, but I also have like 6 mothers.
Sure.
Because of the way that the Illyrian or the Leonine aspect of the Illyrian family kind of works that way.
I have in my head that it's
so-
not actually your birth mother that you are particularly close with. One of them did a bit of training, or like was one of the primary tutors of you.
Sure.
And
I'm good with that.
And she's the one who was like, when he refers to your mother, that's who he's talking about.
Okay. I think we'll go with that being Sierra.
Sierra?
So,
Cool.
Sierra. I'll put that down in my notes as well. Sierra, mother who trained me. I'm gonna head by, make sure everybody's okay. See my family at some point soon. I'm just getting my feet underneath me again.
Do you,
It's been a while since I've been here.
would you like it known that you're okay at least?
It's probably better if I just show up myself. Otherwise, they may be a little bit upset if I don't come straight to them.
Fair. Yeah,
But
just an offer.
I'll see him.
I'm sure you will. Like, yeah. Oh, it's good to see you, buddy. Yeah.
Good to see you too.
And
Good. So it's good to know that they're still alive and around.
yeah.
Cool.
This would be a
basically that would have just been what I'm doing.
This would be a stall keeper, a tiger Ellyrin, who you may well have grown up with, but took a very different path in life, but a sort of family friend situation.
Got it.
But yeah. Hey, Rovaljax, good to see
so-
you. Enjoy your luck.
To be fair,
Yeah,
but
that's basically all I would have been doing. I would have just been milling around doing that, and probably, given that the new crew that I'm with, the last place that I would have seen them was back at the tavern that we were celebrating at that previous evening, I guess. I would probably make my way back there a couple times during the day. But yes, just spend the day walking around and
That'll be where
reacquainting
Milo
myself
found him
with the
then,
area.
at the tavern.
Milo is very out of breath. It's like he's been to about 5 places in the town. He hasn't. He's just got really little legs.
And you basically, Milo is accompanied by a small and extremely out of breath Gerbine child, who, if Oliver was a mouse, Oliver the orphan was a mouse. It's this child, and who Milo got presented with this note, and reads it, grabs child by hand, and immediately goes to find Hank. Without really considering whether or not the child wants to go with.
I wouldn't know the child is about the same height as Milo.
Oh, this is a Gerbine child. He is a foot tall at most.
That's okay.
He's-
Half
he's-
Milo's size.
he makes even Milo look somewhat big.
Never mind, Milo's keeping him around forever. He feels tall.
Kiki, Kingsley, I presume Kiki's back at her place of business.
Oh yeah, Kiki would have gone to make sure that the shop is okay, and to if we're gonna go meet Wizard Guy again to resupply her little bag of explosives and whatnot. And if there's any if she'll open up for a little while, so if any customers who really have pressing needs to blow things up can come and check her out.
Do I recall that Kiki leaves the shop in the hands of another of Mistress Iskander's kids?
That sounds right.
She has an apprentice or something that If that wasn't the case before, I imagine she's like, look, I don't want to close the shop for too long in a row, so she's probably frantically restocking all the stuff that this kid has sold and or used as demonstration models in the last, because you guys have been away probably a week.
Cleaning any scorch marks off the premises.
There are a lot of scorch marks, but that was not necessarily this person.
Reduce the amount of scorch marks. We're going to keep them to a manageable amount of scorch marks.
Yeah.
Josh, in this week away, this small child has done about 26,000 gold worth of sales, right?
Yeah.
That Kiki can now pocket. Yeah.
Oh.
Cool. Awesome.
The vast
Karen,
majority of it would go on rebuilding the stock. Unfortunately, a lot of it is
straight back into explosives. Yeah,
it has to. A lot of it's
it's revenue, not profits.
So the child's name would be Mary Nuzzlecake.
Aww, that's cute. So Mary Nuzzlecake watches my shop.
Yeah, Mary Nuzzlecake was a board NPC. I found my.
You'd be like, Mary, how's it going?
I'm good. I think I'm quite good at the whole selling thing. What I did was
are pretty bad.
I went to the school, and I just took a couple of the bits of the smaller ones, and at lunchtime when they're all out and playing, I just set off a couple there, and then I just wrote directions to the shop on the wall, and obviously not in a way that would damage the wall permanently, but in crayon, in chalk, and a lot of people showed up with their mums and dads.
You can leave this child in charge forever.
What type of humble creature is Mary?
Mary is a hedge.
A little lamb.
Actually, no, she fucking would be.
She
yes.
had a little lamb.
No, no.
Sorry?
She's a lamb. They are a species of this area. She's a goat. I can't remember the name of the breed, but yes.
Island.
There is a name for them in Humblewood. That is canonic.
I like to think that Mary has used her wool to like stick a few non black powdered fireworks in, so she's got like a few non like blow upable fireworks just in her wool as like a little movable display method. Like this is one model, this is another model.
They're absolutely
she is a capron. Is the name of them a capron?
Right. Like Capricorn.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. There are new ones. The West folk, they are called. There are also armor hedges, which are like, as you would guess, armadillo-style people. There are mustel, which are otters and bear folk, that sort of thing. And a capron are goat and sheep folk. And then there are sylph-style bird folk as well, which are like hummingbirds and kingfishers and things like that. And they're adorable. So yes, Mary is a little lamb. Now
Her fleece is white as snow.
No,
except for a few scorch marks.
So her fleece is covered in soot, and you know it.
Yeah. She's actually more of a Baba Black Sheep situation.
I think occasionally Kiki pays for like a professional bathing experience for Mary to get this sort
whenever
of
she whenever she is being returned to Mistress Iskander, she'd be about 14. So she's on the cusp of leaving the orphanage, and Iskander tries very much to find new situations for them, and having grown up kids that she can now foist her youngsters off on, at least in a part-time basis. So she stays in your house. She's basically house sits your business and home for you while you're away.
Perfect age should be blowing shit up, yeah.
That's it. 14
right?
is about the right age.
Right, yeah. Cool.
just old enough that explosions are still exciting, but not so exciting that she's going to ruin the premises.
Yeah.
Still exciting, and I'm 26.
Kingsley, what would you be doing?
Honestly, so you said about a week has passed, right?
Yeah.
Since we got back?
While you were away. No, while you were away. One night has passed.
Oh, right, sorry. One night has passed. Okay. So Kingsley is not normally the type to be up early, so he isn't. But
He's a rooster.
I know, that's why it's funny. He likes to sleep a bit too much. He's too vain a creature for that. He needs his beauty sleep. However, I think he would still be up earlier than is normal for him, probably by a few hours, probably still like an hour late by most people's standards, but would actually be out, I think, talking to everyone in the town, particularly angling towards the various sort of what's what I'm looking for here, like the people who own sort of a lot of the bars or taverns that he might have performed in before. I think specifically asking after said wizard to find out if he is still in town. I'm not sure that he's trying to keep relatively sort of straight-faced about it, but I think that there's some, call it what's the word I'm looking for here? It's like some righteous anger kind of behind his line of inquiry, because he suspects that this figure may have been in on it.
Right. Okay.
I'm just going to bring Hank and let him do the beating up for me.
Yeah. Cool. So you, Hank and the rest have a relatively chill day, relaxing, and then go and prepare to beat the shit out of a wizard at 5 bells at the Sign of the Hooded Crow, which is a bar. One that Kingsley probably has performed at. Whilst it doesn't sound like a particularly fancy place, and it's not fancy exactly, but it's not a drinking den. It's a fairly normal size. It's a fairly standard. It's a tavern rather than an inn.
Right. Yeah. Makes sense.
So yeah, 5 bells comes around, and you reconvene at the Hooded Crow. You enter. It is still quite early, still relatively early. The dinner rush has yet to begin. It's actually happy hour, so everyone's generally fairly in good spirits, both physically and literally. At the end of the bar, he looks the original description was a twitchy-looking Jerbeen man, a gaunt fellow in a worn and ill-fitting wizard's robe, a hood pulled over his head. The hood is back, but all other description remains. The piping on his robe would be that of an abjuration wizard. So he is, not that any of you would spot that, it is an avium classification. Yes, he has, from memory, it is black with red piping. It's the same style that Bennick wears.
Sounds familiar.
He looks like he is an abjuration wizard, but you'd have to know about wizards to know that. And he leans back from the bar. He's sitting perched atop a stool and says, "Hello."
Milo would have briefed Hank on who the wizard was. He was the one that sent us to find the place, and then we got teleported to the other place, and Kingsley thinks he's in on it. So Milo goes, "That's him.
Oh,
I'll just slowly make my way over, but I'm going to walk behind Milo. But not directly behind Milo, just in case Milo stops abruptly.
Yeah, you'll get spiked in the penis. Yeah.
In my ankle, yeah. But yeah, I'm just going to very quiet. I'm just not saying anything. I'm just letting the others kind of talk. But the whole time my eyes are just locked on him.
This is Hank. I met him in the teleportation jail that you sent us to.
Oh dear. Mr. Lunn, Miss Swiftclaw, Mr. Gilchrist, Hank, can I buy you around? You seem angry, and I imagine there's probably a good reason. But I'm not across it. Yes.
I'll happily fill you in. I imagine this ought to be a long conversation, so a drink would be appreciated.
Yes.
It was quite an adventure.
Hank needs to.
Barkeep. For my friends, please.
Hank needs to.
Hank probably will need two. He's a strapping fellow.
No, there's two of him. He has a brother.
Right. Of course. I have a booth. Shall we? Yes. Please, my friends, come. I understand that things did not go necessarily as intended. I hear that there's news. Yes, about teleportation not working particularly. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we kind of we didn't go where we were supposed to go.
So you are the source of this information. Yes.
Where we thought we were supposed to go.
Right. Where did you go? Because I mean, if any of you have the magical understanding, I can explain exactly what I did and demonstrate, and I swear to you, it was above board.
I don't want you to demonstrate it.
I'm just trying to remember. It was Blood something Bay, wasn't it?
Blood Moon.
Blood Moon Bay?
Yeah.
Blood Moon Bay.
Blood Moon Bay. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Look, Mormon. Mormon, isn't it?
Yes. Tideswell.
Tideswell. Well, look.
6th level practitioner in good standing.
Enough. I'm talking.
care.
If I hadn't been teleported in separately, perhaps they'd be right to blame you, but it does seem to be like something's going on. But do you happen to know an admiral of some sort? I'm just watching the way that he answers.
Sure. So Mormon rolled a nat 1 for knowledge of Blood Moon Bay, but he did roll for it. Never heard of it. Not his area. I will roll for the admiral. Okay. With his probably +5, that would be a 17.
You'll say me.
He says, I don't know a huge number of nautical folk. Admiral...
He's a hedgehog.
Let me check my notes.
I am trying to remember my own self.
All right, give me a second. Aragale. Admiral Aragale, I believe. Yes, it is. Yeah, Admiral Aragale. Ever heard the name?
Yes, actually. That's very strange. A hedge, as I recall.
Correct.
He ought to be dead. It was well over
He ought to be.
150 years ago. He was a scourge of the seas, but I know of him from history. He's not considered a going concern. He disappeared in a storm. 120 years plus.
He seems
His
to
whole
very much
fleet was lost.
continue to exist in this.
And he's found
bay.
this Blood Moon Bay of which we speak. Fascinating. I see. And this is some sort of teleportation nexus that you are describing?
It appears so.
Yes.
He's
It
sort
appears,
of sucking people in.
Yes, it appears that he's commandeered. I think at this point as well, I'll just say Kingsley looks like he's relaxed a bit. I think this wizard clearly doesn't seem all with it, but also clearly does not seem complicit in what's going on.
You are welcome to make insight checks if you like.
I did.
Yes, please.
I rolled a 12, which is not fantastic, and so I'm kind of assuming, like, you know.
I rolled in that one. I think he's in on it.
But yes, I think he'll. Yes, it appears that he's commandeered.
22!
Oh.
I see through any ruse he may be putting up.
Yeah, he's in on it.
He is actually a little embarrassed and trying to hide it. But there is, within that, he is also intrigued and not necessarily, like, you're getting very glad that you survived, a little embarrassed that he inadvertently sent you to potentially your deaths, because he did not think that what he was sending you to do was that dangerous. Because with the best will in the world, the three of you don't look particularly like the sort of folk who could handle particularly dangerous. Like, exploring, sure. Finding lost artifacts, absolutely. Heavy-duty combat with a dead admiral's men, maybe not so much. He was like, I might have gone with something more like Hank, actually. He and his brother, they sound fantastic. I might hire them for the next one. But and it's probably all for the good that you found him. But
No,
there
he's
is
embarrassed 'cause
also...
he's in on it.
But there is also a little bit of, I wonder. You can see him pondering, making additions in his head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, watchful wizard.
Yes. Yeah. He'll. So I think he'll add. Yes. It appears that the admiral has laid claim to Blood Moon Bay. I assume is a renaming. It appears that this building was built atop of the laboratories and workshops of a Vizier Zokor.
Zokore.
Zokore, sorry, of the Elluran
Oh
Empire.
gosh, now that is fascinating.
And it does
How
appear
interested
that
would you be in going back?
Not at all.
Not at all!
Fair.
It appears that he has some sort of device capable of relocating the end point of people's transportation magic.
But you already knew that, didn't you?
It is not incredibly surprising that Zokore would have that capacity. I did not, however, know that anybody had found his tower. Zokore
turned up as unexpectedly.
Well, I meant the admiral has apparently
wizard.
found the tower. So that is intriguing because Zokore would be a graduate of the college at which I had sent you for, and his tower would have gone missing at around about the same time, which is fascinating. Though causation correlation, not necessarily the same thing, but interesting nonetheless. Yes. Well.
We discovered a great deal there, including depictions and one living example of a creature I think unlike anything any of us have seen. Imagine like a large hairless Elluran without a snout.
Ah, fascinating. A gigant?
A
giant, like the bugs.
Oh, right. A very, very large one.
Yes, but didn't look like ants. Looked
giant.
like Elluran. No nose, no hair.
Yes.
An
Giant
Elluran
in this
with a
case
nose.
was not the descriptor, it was the name that he gave for his peoples.
Oh, I see.
And
Intelligent?
reportedly. Possibly.
Moderately.
Kind of. He could talk.
Speak.
Yes.
Mormon jumps and notices that Larry is standing right behind him.
Milo has kind of boxed Mormon into the corner by like sitting right next to him on the thing, and he just kind of looks up at Hank and goes,
Larry just kind of looks down and goes,
"Oh, Larry, sorry."
yeah.
Oh.
That's
Thanks,
Fascinating.
brother.
He turns to Hank and goes, that's rather splendid. You have a teleporal connection. That's
I sure do.
Don't talk to us about
Hang on,
teleports.
I think my son's...
No, teleporal, a temporal, but with sort of psychic across time.
No, you asked me.
Yes.
Right. So,
Intriguing.
given we're not inclined to return,
No, that's fine.
I
Completely
will
understand.
assume that you will find somebody else for that job.
I shall just notify the avium. They shall look into it. It's not really my area anyway. It was just interesting. No, but would you
Just
still?
tell them to proceed with caution. They're not
Oh yes,
super
no.
friendly.
No.
They're probably gonna
Particularly if
make
you're
you
sending
fight to
wizards.
the death.
They tried to kill me.
Yes, particularly if you're sending wizards. Part of the precautions they had there was a series of collars they placed on all of us, which completely disabled one's ability to perform magic at risk of death.
Right.
Milo is gonna pull out the collar that he kept
Oh.
and slam it on the table in front of this wizard that he's sitting next to. What do you know about this?
May I? And he reaches out gingerly for it.
Careful, it does bite.
I'm sure it does. He actually reaches into his pockets and removes. They look like massive extensions for his nails. Sort of the slippy. You can put
Yes, I
the
love
nail
them.
on the end of your finger, and you just you become these. But they're made of gold. And he says, "Oh my good," and uses them to clasp and hold without touching. But with huge dexterity. He said, I see. And, oh, right, yes. Oh, goodness me. Oh, my. That's blood magic. Yes.
I suppose Blood Moon Day.
I give him.
Yes. Zokore was a madman, if he made that. And it's old. It's very old. Good to know that they're probably not still being manufactured. It has a soul in it. If
Can we free
unless
it?
you have a powerful need to retain this thing, I would destroy it and free the dead being in it. Or how powerful is your resurrection magic? Mind you, anybody who they probably wouldn't appreciate being resurrected, to be honest. I imagine anything that gets you put in that was deeply, deeply painful, and they probably just wish for the sweet release of the plane of death. Yes.
That's what the ring was like.
The ring?
Yeah.
We found a few magical knickknacks down there, let's just say.
One of them had a
imagine
guy
you did.
in it.
Oh, that you spoke to?
Mm-hmm.
That would have been... Well, he could have
We
told
got
you
the
a lot.
list. We've got Crossbow of True North, Scimitar of the Sea, the Rapier of Vicious Daunting, the Meat Shield Braces of Defense, the legendary Loincloth,
Yes. I
the
think
Ring
Hank
of
is wearing
Endless
that.
Wealth,
No,
and
no.
the Bath Necklace.
Oh, yes.
And the ring
So the
with that guy
legendary
in it.
loincloth makes you stink, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It
it
does.
reduces your
Yeah.
charisma because you smell terrible.
That's right.
Never washed, never taken off.
Would never.
He says, right. And what did you... Josh is trying to remember. Did you destroy the ring?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Yeah. I
We let
think-
the guy out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because I was going to say, I think we didn't have a way at first, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember that right near the end, we found a way to do it because I think
Milo
we
just
tried
hit it
something.
really
in it.
hard with like.
I think
something.
so, yeah. Because I think we tried a couple things that hadn't worked, and we'd like dropped him in a bag or something, and when we pulled him out at the end, it was like the full like, oh, thank God, it was so dark in there.
just broke the ring, I think is what you did. Yes.
Yeah.
He says, well, this is all fascinating, and I would appreciate a detailed report, for which I will pay. But this is quite beside the point. I imagine, look, at some future time, the avium will be in touch because they will very much want to resolve this. This whole non-teleportation thing is really cramping everyone's style, particularly the wizards. But back to the task. So Hank, and Larry, lovely to meet you, Larry.
That's right.
Charmed. So we are more than happy to include the two of you in the payment structure, and raise the cap on that due to difficulties caused. But it sounds like you made out all right over the whole. Not saying that it wasn't a traumatic and irritating experience for you, but you seems like you did all right out of the whole business. But anyway, moving forward, I have chartered potentially, if you're willing, a Hiscalia to take you out instead. So non-magical method of transportation.
Good. That would have been
Still
my
relatively
question.
nippy.
Is he just gonna throw us in the ocean or something?
No. No, taking
Promise?
jungle. No, of course. Have you ever seen this? They're very lovely creatures, extremely gentle creatures, lovely things.
Yeah, teleportation was okay until about. How long were we gone?
Well, yes, about a week. Look.
Until about a week ago.
Sorry, it was a Hiscalia.
Yes. Flying, Hank.
Yes, I know.
Hank would know.
Hank knows. Yeah.
Does
Mitch
Mitch?
doesn't know.
Okay. For the uninitiated, a Hiscalia is you've been on one. I'm pretty sure Nevermore's been on one. The Hiscalia are giant floating reptilian creatures. They are used as sky whales, basically. Used with they have a gondola stuck underneath them, and they're used as living.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I do recall that.
Jude's
coming
brother
up.
runs one.
That's right. We I took that with. I can't remember who it was, but yes, I do recall that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jude's brother is a sky pirate. And
that tracks. I mean,
he's one of the ones
that's
she
right.
gets along with reasonably well as well. Not Jordan. There's a lot of them. But yeah. It's not this one. He has hired a different one, which I totally named, the Shadowlight. It's due tomorrow morning. The berth at the peak, because these things can't come very low, so you have to go up to a high point to meet them. They graze on mountaintops and also sort of floating algae clouds as well. And you can basically, they're extremely friendly things because they have no natural predators. They're not actually originally from this plane. They're from the plane of air. No one's quite sure how they got here, but there is a large population of them on the Everden, or above the Everden. It's probably an air node that they just kind of came through, and on the plane of air, they have plenty of predators. Here, they just don't. So they're very chill, placid creatures that most small, humble folk, like the crews, tend to be Jabbeens and Luma and that sort of smaller creature. They're not super buoyant. It's not large quantities of passengers. You're talking very small luxury goods, that sort of cargo. Fast messengers. That was the primary usage of them. But yeah, they're great fun. I invented it for AJ's world, and then AJ didn't. She was like, "No, I don't need that one." I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, I will keep it for mine then." Yeah. So, Mormon says, "Yes." Mr. Hank. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your surname, if there is one.
Pridemain.
Mr. Pridemain. The deal was 100 gold pieces a head for discovery. Basically, if you can locate and essentially make sure it's safe for the less physically capable academics to follow along. The Collegia de la Noche Plateada, the old wizard college of the Eluran Empire. It's been missing for about 600 years plus.
Collegia de la Noche
Plateada.
What's the last? Plateada.
Plateada. The College of Silver Knight.
The vegetable.
Got it. Platypus. Right.
Yeah. Like the
Feliz
vegetable
de la noche platypus.
Yeah.
I mean...
I'm just going to call it the
$100
Old Wizard College.
100
Perfectly
gold
valid.
That's
pieces to
okay.
locate the place and to make sure that it's safe to approach.
Hey, Shanna.
Mr.
I mean, that
Mormon
seems
Wizard Man.
reasonable.
Mm.
If it wasn't clear already, teleporting to the wizard place is not safe.
No.
But you can do it if you want.
Oh, I wasn't planning to. And Mr. Lum, I am exceptionally sorry about everything that happened. It was absolutely not intended, and I do really feel awful about it.
I got eaten by a dragon.
My goodness.
I got better.
A real one.
Well, it was, but it wasn't.
Kiki, from your insight from before, that sparks his interest, and the question, a real one, pings in Kiki's brain. Just what? Why? He took that way more seriously than, like, in a
Why
world
is
where
that a
dragons don't
clarifier?
exist.
So that
In a world where dragons are a myth, they don't exist. This isn't a normal D&D world. There are no dragons here, and he just went, "Oh, a real one? Like that was an option."
Felt real.
Interesting.
Felt real.
Felt real, but wasn't. It was an illusion, a very good one. Yes.
Yes, but then I have a dragon sense.
As in a
There was a big dragon in there. It was, and I'd go through and just describe what I saw. Like, because obviously I was the only one that didn't get obliterated by it straight out the gate, pretty much.
Yeah, we had to obliterate you.
Yeah.
we had to hunt you down. It was really awkward.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Sounds
was
like
the
a
whole
shadow
situation.
dragon.
Yep, it was shadowy, all right.
It's a specific type. They are sort of ethereal, smoky, rarely take full physical. Yes. Well, that is absolutely fine. Did it say anything?
Ah!
I mean,
Not intelligible.
Maybe our god can remind us if
I don't
that
think so.
happened, but I don't believe it
didn't
did.
say
No.
All my notes say gargantuan shadow dragon appears in the room. It fucking
I-
smokes us.
Yeah.
Even worse than it should otherwise have. I got crazy. I just managed to get you all in the effect, and 3 of you were just down. A lot of failed saves there. Yeah.
Fucking smoked us is a very
fucking
apt and
smoked us.
accurate description for it.
You are also
It did fucking
asleep.
smoke us.
Yes.
Mm.
Because we did realize afterwards, yes, that it was like basically an induced dream sort of effect.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't actually that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
That
know
said-
about dragons?
I do think, Milo did get a genuine like ping from their
I did, yes.
primeval sense or
Mhm.
whatever
Yes.
ranger ability.
Yeah.
Turns out I can tell when they're nearby. What do you know about dragons?
Mythical beasts.
Yes.
Not of this world, but rumored to be present on alternate planes of existence.
Yeah,
I
neither
have
was the
heard,
giant.
that a colleague of mine encountered one on the plane of fire. A thing called Pier, it was called, or Pyre, or something like that. Yes. So
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. With a f.
Pier. I recall it was very specifically. It was quite a high pitched Pier, and it manifested on this plane as a very little thing, sort of a shoulder-mounted thing. But on the other plane, it was really quite large and sort of powerfully aggressive. There have been the occasional hearing sightings. News from the Humblewood, though, is that there is one abroad. But she's apparently quite friendly.
Oh.
Handy being, a silver thing, and massive as well. But this is what. So apparently, it's supposed that they were rendered extinct millennia ago, sort of when the world was made, sort of thing. They are pre the creation of this existence. Long ago old, so they ought to not be around anymore. There might be a few souls floating about. That might be what you encountered. If you're talking about a wizard that was capturing souls and utilizing them as a power source, that might be what you sensed, I guess. But that's a guess.
What made them extinct?
What was the giant's name? Sorry.
What was the
Hang on, I'll find it for you.
Started with G.
Yeah.
George? No.
No.
Sorry, not George. Zakore. Gordrum.
Gordrum. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gordrum told us about the fight between dragons and giants, right?
Yes. He did express that giants and dragons do not get along.
Mm-hmm. You do your extinct thing, and then I'm going to tell him that Gordrum said that he fought them.
What made them extinct? The creation of the universe, as I understand it.
Yeah, how come Gordrum fought them?
Gordrum? Who is Gordrum?
The giant.
Oh, I see.
Who went back to his house. Well, his plane.
Wow. Well, that would be... So they're extinct in this realm, and this is my point. So, but they are not extinct in other places, other realms, places of existence. Gordrum was able to get back to his plane of existence.
Yeah, he just went down the hole. He came.
Yeah, there was like a weird pit sort of thing that he could go into. That's how he got there in the first place. So he just went back.
Then he got stuck in the tunnel.
You went to a demi-plane. Oh my goodness! You went to a...
we didn't.
No, you did. That must be the only way. Sort of a nexus point of places that can go. It's sort of a middle, like a bridge. You were in the middle of a bridge between worlds. That would be why.
You can do if you teleport, Mr. Exciting Man.
Yeah, well,
You got to get out of the cage first, though.
Yes.
And then go down in the door and then go all the way down. And then you've got to get past Gordrum.
If you don't have any powerful desire to keep this disgusting item, may I take it? I promise I shall destroy it. Hand to Amaranthines. But before I do, we will try and work out a way of neutralizing it. So that when we do send people to deal with this fortress situation thing, the Blood Moon and the Admiral and what's it? If you'd like to be involved, let me know. But otherwise, we'll find another group of hearty folk.
I would.
Can I remake my insight check? Because I still think this guy's in on it.
You may make your insight again.
I have no objections to
That's
you
a 4.
taking the thing.
You think he's in on it? Dead set.
You already know how it works. You probably made it. And he shifts a little bit closer to the wizard.
I swear to you, I didn't. I wouldn't know how, and it's hugely illegal.
Yeah. So is teleporting people and making them fight to the death.
Actually, that bit, well, the teleporting bit at least is perfectly legal. The
You
forced
can just fuck with people's
gladiatorial.
teleport?
I didn't. I did it with your permission. I didn't send you to the place I meant to send you. That was the issue.
It's all right, Milo. I don't think this one was in on it.
I think
He's curious,
Very.
but it wasn't his intent.
suspicious.
I will say, when you do decide, having done your work on the collar, when you do decide to send a force in, not just to scout it out, but to, how did you put it, take down the people inside, contact me first. I would like to attend. I think right now we're busy with other things, but when the universe hands you a villain, you would make a poor protagonist to ignore him.
Oh,
I promised the Admiral I'd kill him, so I have to come too.
there's not an NPC in sight. My goodness. Well,
Milo points at Larry.
Kingsley just kind of goes like,
well,
Keep 10 more beers.
Yes. No, please, allow me. And clicks his fingers and just sort of gestures at the table, and a harassed-looking barkeep comes over a few minutes later with refreshing, to refresh your beverages.
You should say please.
I shall say thank you, good man. Thank you very much. That's kind of.
Speaking for myself, I'm out of work right now, so I have no objections to going to this Collegia Platypus place.
Yes.
I think it'd be quite cool to find an old wizard college. I was kind of excited to do it the first time, and then we kind of got,
I'm exceptionally excited for you to do so. It would be glorious and wonderful if you could, and then later on, when a large task force has been assembled, we shall deal with the admiral. But until then, is there anything else I can do to make amends? And yes, the Hiscalia arrives. It's 6 bells tomorrow morning, so yes, be there and be hip and groovy.
6 bells in the morning. Well, I have family to go see, so I will depart. I'll turn to the rest of the group, just basically pretending like Mormon's not there at that point. Would any of y'all like to join me?
What you wouldn't ask. Absolutely.
Milo springs up. He's toddling with you.
It'll be nice to have backup when it comes to the whole explanation of where I've been for 2 years.
Oh, I'd be honored to meet your family, Hank. That's so cool.
So
they're nice people.
Well, yes. Well, have a lovely evening. I shall see you bright and early.
Yes. See you then.
And
kind of.
The drinks had literally only just arrived when you get out, so you leave him with a table full of alcohol.
Enjoy your drinks, Mormon.
I do think Kingsley has picked his up, taken like 1 or 2 drinks out of it, but then has not sculled it and just left the rest on the table.
Absolutely necks it.
It's like,
Mormon sips a small snifter of port and says, "Cheers and a pleasant night to you all." Thank goodness. And then looks at you. The last thing we see of him is him holding up this shackle with his claw and just Gesmi's grace. And then we smash cut to Hank's family's homestead.
Yeah, it'd probably be quite a big place. I've just linked something in Discord for you.
I'm imagining actually more like a Roman villa, with the sort of buildings all around the side, but a central courtyard, and it's sort of...
Yes, I think that's a very, very good way of describing it, because it is like a family endeavor. And the different wings, the different mothers kind of stay in them with their kids, and they all kind of come into the middle and commingle together. And the father, Harold, will just kind of make his way from wife to wife over the course of time. But yeah, I'd like to think that at about 6 bells, it was the standard time when dinner was served for the family, and dinner was always quite a large affair. So it's not like we're going to show up and they're not going to have anything there for us to eat. But yeah, about 6 bells is when the perfect time to show up for dinner. So that's when I'm kind of aim for us to kind of get there around that time, if that's okay.
Love it. You do, and Hank, accompanied by your new allies, you arrive at the gates. Would Larry be out?
Larry would be out. Larry would be walking beside me, and we would just be kind of signing to each other as we're making our way in. And just as a side note, 1 or 2 of the mothers have bothered to learn the sign language, so they're able to communicate with Larry. A couple of them I wasn't super close with, and my father never cared to learn. But 1 or 2 of the mothers, particularly Sierra, learned to the hand language.
I would guess that
So-
Sierra contributed to it. Like a lot of
Yeah,
your
particularly
battle
the tactical
combat.
hand language.
Yeah.
Yeah, tactical hand language for
true.
sure. Yeah, that kind of maybe gave Hank the idea on kind of extending that to more of like a full solid language. So yeah, I like
Yeah.
that idea. Yeah.
Well, there is. You come to it's quite a grand. I reckon, like, would it be passed down generationally as well, like to from one pride leader to the next?
No. So my father, with his earnings from all of his adventuring days,
Set it up.
along with partial earnings from each of the mothers that he married along the way, kind of built this place. So this is his
You're right.
his home. Yeah.
Cool. So Hank, we arrive at the wrought iron gates of a compound. It is whitewashed walls all around, encrusted with vines. It's probably, it's got the feel of it's been here for a while, but it's not an old area. But it's established for sure. On three sides are basically it's a horseshoe-shaped select group of buildings. Many of them, it's contiguous all the way. The outer wall is the back wall of all of these buildings, and only at the front is it just a wall. But it has space for keeping a little bit of livestock in, but it's mainly a training yard for the offspring, and generally sort of it's partially grassed, partially not. There are some fruit trees in there for shade. The apartments of several different individual sort of sub-families within the whole family. The main building at the front, at the far end, is the only one that is more than a single story. It's all covered in terracotta roof tiles, and the balconies are encrusted with grapevine. Underneath the main, in sort of an awning underneath the main building, is a huge dining table for about 20 people, that would, and capable of accommodating probably 30 at a push. And Hank and Larry take one side of the gate each and just push open casually. Their friends
Welcome to
in
Villa
amongst
Pride,
them.
man.
And there is a literal roar from a dozen throats of Hank! Larry! And the next you know, you are swarmed by Hank's waist deep in younger siblings, cousins, and nieces and nephews, and he is sort of almost, it's like crowd surfing, as Hank has to wade his way through to the crowd parts as several older members, Sierra being the first one through, sort of wades through their children to pull Hank into an embrace.
Yeah, I like to think that as I'm kind of making my way through, my eyes are seeking my father. It's customary for me to not really say anything to anybody until I make my way to greet my father. And he'll always be kind of sitting at the head of the table. He's got the biggest seat at the table. I like to think he's just sitting there watching me approach. Larry will stop and start kind of hand signing with Sierra and everything like that. And I'll as I'm walking through, I'll be patting their heads and giving gentle back pats and hugs. But I'm just, my eyes are for my father.
Yeah.
And I'll make my way to the foot of the table, and then I'll stand in front of him. Then I'll drop to my knees and place my forehead to the ground, and just stay there for a few moments, and then I'll stand up and, Father, I'm home.
Where you been, boy?
It's a difficult one. I brought some friends along to tell the tale, but let's just say I haven't been gone as long as it may seem.
Seem long enough.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't
You and
want to
yours
be
are
away
welcome
from...
at my table. And
Father.
he pushes the chair to his right back and sort of points. Sit.
Do I have my permission to give my mums a hug quickly before I sit down? Everybody seems excited to see me.
Go.
Thank you, Father. And I'll nod my head respectfully. And I'll turn and just start embracing everybody, giving, the customary, forehead and nose to each other kind of thing, the touch of the forehead and the nose. And, a bit longer with Sierra and my birth mother, Deidre, in particular. And just spend a bit of time milling around, yeah.
Just as you turn to go, you catch Larry signing Lost to Sierra. And she nods. There's a okay, I have questions now. But yeah, it's with the air of someone passing a word to the wise.
Got it. Yeah. Here's a heads up of what's happened, yeah. And I'll go around giving everybody a hug and the forehead nose touch thing.
Your youngest half-sister grabs you by your ears and just headbutts you. Like, it's to do that, but it's a BAM!
Yeah. Damn, you're getting strong.
So
Sierra's been training you well.
is Hank leaving us, specifically Milo, alone with his dad?
That's a good question. Oh, we have been raided! Raiders! Lost Archives!
Hi!
Throw your favorite raider modes up in chat. Everybody, how you going, guys? Thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome.
We've been gone for a little while, but we are back. We are back, and we are in the wood. It's good to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Guys, we've got a giveaway going at the moment, so if you type !ticket in chat, you can go into the draw to win said giveaway. We are giving away Pathfinder Kingmaker on Steam and a $10 Troll Lord Games voucher. So please type ticket in chat, !ticket. Flashton Kutcher is good. I like that.
That's
hey,
good.
buddy. Howdy. Enjoy. Thank you. Good name. Good to see you. Please type !ticket. We are in the middle of a Hank's return home, and I am learning on the fly a lot of what Mitch has decided about the Ellerons in this world.
I'm learning on the fly as well. I'm just coming up with these things as I go because they just make sense.
It feels well thought out. Congratulations.
Thank you. We'll definitely spend a bit longer with Sierra, and I'll just whisper to her as I go in for the head touch. I missed you, Mom.
Yeah, there's a cheek stroke. No new scars though.
Gladly none.
Not physical.
Soul ones though. I'll explain everything. It'll be story time. Don't you worry. More tales to add to the family tales. And at that, I'll turn and I'll introduce the rest of my party. Now that I've said hello to everybody, these are my traveling companions from my latest adventure. This is Kiki. Just the colorful one here.
Hi, Kiki! And this is a dozen juvenile voices do the chorus of Hi, Kiki.
This little pocket rocket here is Milo.
Hi!
Hi, Milo.
Hi! Hank, how do I know all their names?
That's fine. Don't even worry about it. And this incredible specimen right here is Kingsley.
Larry.
Pleasure.
Right, I see.
And Larry goes to put his hand up, and he's like, he'll hopefully bless our ears with some song later on.
I'm sure I could find my way.
Please if Father will allow it, can we dine?
Hi, Hank's dad.
Harold looks. Harold is normally has an awful lot of reserve normally, but Hank is probably the only one of you who knows him well enough to guess that he is excited is the wrong word. Intrigued. He is eager, but he is doing his level best not to show it. He is playing it super cool, and he's doing a pretty good job of it. But yeah, Hank, he's spotted a couple of new gubbins on Hank, and the other three he's with are not Hank's normal vibe. So this is intriguing to him. He's like, this is a softer bunch, but not necessarily. That's not a bad thing. It's just if anything, Harold thinks this might be a bit of a maturing in Hank's taste in traveling companions. Just a balanced party is it will be his opinion is going to be like, this looks like a little bit more of a balanced party. You can't have all fighters. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take my seat, and again, I'll at this point in time, that's when I'll lean across and I'll do the forehead and the head touch to my own father. And then I'll just kind of sit there. I'll just gesture to the others to put my hands like into wait for Dad to gesture for everybody to start eating. As everybody kind of finds their seats, and as soon as he gives the gesture, we'll begin eating, and I'll just recount the tales of what kind of happened to me. How I basically went off, doing my bounty hunting, my monster hunting. Hadn't really found anything too much of note along my travels, but I was requested to, let me just exactly lock down how I initially got teleported to this particular place myself. But I was a teleportation spell was, I'll just say it in his voice, a teleportation spell was cast on me, and next thing I know, I wasn't quite where I thought I was going to be. I was trapped in a cell, and I had shackles on me, and that wasn't the best. But I met these three there, and we've kind of formed a little bit of our own little family, I guess. And I'll discuss how we went out and we were basically gladiatorial matches. And I won't skip over the fact, you'll note as well, the three of you, that I'm saying the good and the bad. There's none of this, like, I'm not trying to blow myself up and be like, I hit this thing and I jumped up there and I did that. Like, I mentioned that in my first, fight, I just made a fool of myself. I didn't hit anything, and I could barely stand. It was really weird, and but the three of them came through and managed to keep me alive for that fight. But I repaid the favor, and went on to do my part in many more fights and.
And saved our lives.
Yeah, and
Harold, at that part of the story, Harold would... I mean, dinner is in full swing by this point. Big platters of food have been coming out, and Harold actually fills the wine goblets of Milo, Kiki, and Kingsley with his own hand. And then plonks the jug down in front of Hank and says, "Serve yourself." But in a gruff, like, nudge to the knowing.
Yeah.
I want to note really quick as well. Milo has managed to sit himself, if you're okay with this, in the middle of like the young ones.
Oh. That was always assumed. Yeah.
And at some point, like during or after the dinner, he kind of goes, "Do you guys want to see my tattoos?"
You did not get that far. They are like one of them is the one that headbutted Hank has like is pulling up your sleeve to go like, what's this one? What's this one? What's this one? Like
Milo's like, no,
she has
this
no
one
sense
is
of personal space.
a knife, and he pulls the dagger out like off of his arm and then puts it back.
From one end of the table there is a what?
And this one, and he points to the anchor on his leg and says, I'll show you after dinner, but you can't push me over. You can try, but you just can't.
There will be a competition later involving a large number of people running directly at Milo.
Milo is so happy here.
Just a line of Baby Ellerin just pinging off him.
This
Hey, Littlies, just a heads up, that one's got explosives, and I point over at Kiki.
Yeah, all of you are very popular with different parts of Hank's family. Milo, the little ones adore Milo. The teens think Kiki is the bee's knees, whereas all the mums think Kingsley is a bit. Yeah.
The mums,
they're all on Kingsley.
The mums like Kingsley.
I think Kingsley can't help himself, but will, I think, flirt back if flirted with, but only in the event that Harold is looking the other way. If Harold is ever in his vicinity or a part of the conversation, he kind of just smiles and non sequiturs into something else.
It's
definitely
definitely,
and you know it.
There is definitely I don't think any of them. There might be a bit of play flirting.
Definitely, and that's what I mean. He would reciprocate it, in the way of he's I'm just enjoying the energy. But if Harold is in any way involved, he just, I think, does his best to just just slide it on.
Yeah,
keep talking about something else because he does not want that smoke.
No, but the interest is more a storyteller. I think Ellerin culture is all about that. Yeah,
that's huge in my
absolutely.
family.
I think.
And these women are all various levels of hunters and bounty hunters themselves, aren't they? They're all there's not a wilting violet among them.
All of them are adventurers. They're basically the way that Hank operates and my father Harold operated is you find adventuring women. Women, strong-willed women who to kind of create your strong family with. So they're all of various kind of backgrounds of adventuring in some capacity, or brave in some capacity. I like to think one of them was like an acrobatic skydiver who would jump off things and just fly with fake wings kind of thing, like in those Red Bull wingsuits, and just just obscure things like that.
Canonizing Red Lion instead of Red Bull.
So, yes. But yeah, as I'm telling the stories, I'll get to the part where I lose Larry, and Larry kind of comes up behind me at that point in time and puts his hands over the back of the chair and kind of rests them on my shoulder as I'm telling that part of the tale, and my eyes will well up a bit as well as the feelings are still relatively raw and experienced relatively recently. But then during that time I found the first woman that I wanted to make my wife, and
it takes a couple of minutes for everything to calm the fuck back down again enough that Hank can say the next sentence of the story.
Yeah, Milo is shushing all of these kids no, it gets better, it gets better.
It does not, it gets a lot worse.
It gets worse. And I explain how she made me feel, and the kind of the emotions that I felt during that exchange, and how I asked her and she said yes. And or that she would entertain the idea, and you see a few of the mothers chuckle because that was their general
that vibe.
Maybe I'll consider it.
Not that appealing an offer.
Yeah, but then the escape, how we got out, and then that real kind of sad moment on the dock where we realized that our time was actually very short together, and but in the same moment, I managed to get to get Larry back. Larry came back, and Larry got to meet her as well. So yeah, that was it was a lot, but that was basically what I just launched through that story while I'm hoeing down on different assorted foods. At one point in time, I like a few moments of kind of like silence from the storytelling. I try to like slip my dad a few gold coins for dinner to say thank you for like hosting my friends, but I suspect he probably swats me away quite angrily to be like no. But
he says, he actually says, he puts his hand over the coins, pushes them back to you, and says, the one to pay is young Charles. And Charles is he'd be 15, younger half-brother. He would actually be one of Sierra's boys. And Charles is wearing his first item of armor. He's wearing a pauldron. He's got one shoulder piece strapped across, and it is the skull, and it is pretty fresh, of a hadrosaur. So it's got the bony crest up the back, which forms quite a good shoulder guard, and it covers a good portion of his upper arm. And he said he was the one who caught dinner. And you just ate roast hadrosaur, and pretty much between the lot of you, a whole roast hadrosaur.
And at that, I'll stand up and I'll raise a glass to Charles, and to Charles, congratulations on your first trophy of many, I'm sure. Proud of you.
And your dad picks one of the coins up and flicks it at Charles, then pushes the rest back to you. Charles catches it. Boy.
Would after dinner, would we like fireworks for Charles's great hunt?
Fireworks and a song.
I can do the fireworks. Kingsley, you got the song? We can do a song.
Milo will wander over to Charles as well and just say, is that your first kill? Like your first big one?
First big one. Yeah.
And Milo will pull out of his side pouch a very large snake fang. It's easily 3 Milo hands. Say, this was mine. That is my animal trophy as a ranger.
Ah, cool.
Nice. This was mine. You keep it. It's very, you keep that with you. It's very special. And he puts his snake fang back in.
I'd never lose it.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
He can do fireworks, and he's just going to potter off.
And thanks for helping out my brother.
Oh, he helped us. Without him, we'd be dead.
Sure, but the same is true the other way.
Maybe. I don't know. I think he could have gotten out. He's really strong.
Yeah, not too bright though. Larry's the brains of that outfit.
Well, they were both there.
That's he's clearly joking, but yeah.
Kingsley does a poor job of muffling a laugh from where he's sort of setting up his instrument behind him.
Stop eavesdropping.
So, I have one question for Milo, Kiki, and Kingsley, because Kiki and Kingsley, this is a slightly different vibe, but a similar level of. It's a slightly more of a festive atmosphere than you guys would necessarily be used to, but it's a similar to the way you grew up. It was a big pseudo family at the orphanage, and Mistress Iskander filled very similar role at the head of the table to Harold, if with a slightly different air about it. And it was super common for still orphans, but ex-orphanage children to come back and be grown-ups at the table, and often would bring food to assist, because obviously it's an orphanage run by a single woman, and it's somewhat state supported, but not super much. So it's always considered incumbent upon those that graduated to bring back assistance. So it's not unlike that. This feels like coming home a little bit. Well, I don't want to tell you how you feel. That's my question. How does it feel? Whereas Milo, this is completely not how Milo grew up. Milo had quite a small family. So this is
Just him, his aunt, and his aunt's partner.
Yeah. So this is extremely counter to Milo's experience. So how does it feel?
Milo loves it. He is letting these younger children run at him full pelt, and they are just bouncing off. He has let at least 5 of them at once try to push him over. He is laughing. He is having the time of his life. He is very happy here.
Yeah. I think Kingsley is right at home. I think it was probably a little awkward at first, but like you said, especially after existing there for a while, feeling the similarity in vibe between this sort of this family unit and the orphanage, I think settles in rather quickly, because I think he's still probably fairly frequently, probably with Kiki most of the time, goes back to the orphanage to sort of help out in that capacity. And so I think feels mostly just comfortable. I think this is it's people he doesn't know, but it's people who appreciate his presence and who respect all of his friends, and so I think he's settling in nicely.
Cool. And Kiki?
I think Kiki's she feels like it feels like a chaotic night at the orphanage. Just everyone kind of she feels like she belongs pretty quickly, even though in a lot of ways she doesn't, but she feels very at home in this sort of chaos. And it's really nice. She feels very warmed by all of this. She's like, oh my god, it's a massive family. But part of her brain is like, these guys are like a real family, but it feels like my kind of pseudo family. But it makes her pseudo family feel more real and full because it reminds her of that.
I love that.
It feels familiar and also
affirming.
More. Yeah.
I love it. Alrighty.
Excellent. It doesn't, to be clear, it doesn't minimize the family she has in the orphanage.
No, of course.
It almost makes it bigger and better, because she's like, this is an actual family, and it feels
and it's very like mine. Yeah.
Mine. Which is nice.
Yeah. It's odd because this is not even by Humblewood standards a traditional family structure. I don't even know if it's particularly traditional by Ellurin standards. But this is weird that you have managed to find another person whose family life was very similar to yours in a totally different way. Hank, you would presumably...
Nice comments there. I don't know, that's just so nice from Kingsley and Kiki, and Milo's like, I'm wrestling.
Yeah. I think, but it all goes to who each of you is. I presume, I'm going to guess that Hank is, if not the oldest, one of the oldest.
Yeah, definitely.
Is Deirdre one of?
I would say Deirdre was Harold's first wife. First wife. And I would say I'm probably I wouldn't go so far as to say I'm the first child, but I was the first child of Deirdre at least. So,
cool.
Also, yes, after dinner when everything is going down, I do think Kingsley will provide a song as requested, but at one point, I think unless anyone stops him, at some point during the night,
the poem,
he will break out the poem that he wrote about Hank and Larry.
I would at some point after, because you would note that after once the dinner's finished and a little bit of music, like one of the family members picks up an instrument or two and they start kind of playing a bit of music. There'll be a few of them that'll gather off to the side. You know, there'll be some smashing into Milo and some kind of gathered around Kiki looking at the explosives as she kind of explains what's going on with them. And,
Yeah.
but there'll be some that have gathered around in a circle around the little fire pit, and they'll be recounting tales of different family members and what they have done in their past, and is a very kind of oral tradition, and the stories are being passed down from generation to generation. So you'll see there'll be, you know, kids that are maybe 12 years old, and they will be attempting to recite something that, you know, their great aunt did, and the mother will be sitting nearby and will correct a little bit just to say, no, actually this happened, you know. But a lot of that'll be happening, and I'll lean across to Kingsley, and you and your storyteller must feel very much at home here.
Quite. And I think I think he would have been listening for the beginning, but maybe one or two stories in, will have just quietly started plucking at his instrument, not enough to sort of derail anything, but just to sort of add a bit of, I guess, cadence or sort of rhythm to a lot of the stories that are being told before, if there is at any point a sort of longer pause, he'll clear his throat and launch into his retelling of Hank and Larry's sort of adventure.
Can I vote that we have that one more time before we go on a break?
I was going to say we'll have another break, but yes, if you would like to, Zach, if you've got it there.
Let me find it, because I definitely do.
But once he
I found it.
Once once it is retold, Harold, who sat quietly listening to it, his eyes almost glowing in the dark, in the firelight, which seems to increase as Kingsley gets into the nitty-gritty of the poem. He reaches to his belt, pulls a small pouch of gold, and flicks it to your feet and says, I would like that in writing, that I may frame it, the tale of my sons. Hank, he says sons.
I know, I'd heard it. I got a little bit. You actually would notice that Hank would freeze up at that. And just when, you know, after a few moments have passed, I'll walk over and I'll just kind of put my hand on my father's and just intertwine my fingers with his and just hold his hand. Yeah.
He reaches up and grabs you by the scruff of your mane and pulls your head to his. Not a word is said, not a word need be said, but...
I think Kingsley will nod, and, you know, it's like it's not like the shortest work, but like it's not a hugely long thing, so he'll take maybe 20 minutes as he produces some of the nicer paper from his pack and writes a like less notated, more proper looking copy down, and will hand it back over to Harold, I think rolled up with the coins still inside that he tried to flick to Kingsley, and will just the repayment of being able to tell your son's stories is enough for me, but thank you.
He nods. And have you found it?
I have.
Then what is it you wrote?
I need everyone to know that there is no AI involved in this. This was all Zachary.
Of course.
It is very important to me that everyone needs to know. Yeah.
That's fair. Thank you. Yes, of the Brothers Proud, which was from a far and rugged land came a lion and his brother, two beasts made as a mirror, and never one without the other. Wielding maul and claw and brutal roar, they hunted and they maimed, and not a beast did they cross paths with whose trophy went unclaimed. But the world is not so kind a place, and hardly ever fair. A scoundrel playing admiral did tear him from his lair. Forced to fight for sport to please the villain and his crowds, the pair did tear their foes asunder, gaining glory and renown. Undefeated within the arena, their binds did chafe and scrape, but the intrepid siblings held mains high to wait for their escape. Both pure of heart and honor bound, they saw their captors fall, but moved to save them nonetheless, their virtue clear to all. The jailer burned with shame and guilt, and the chains went slack unleashed. A life was saved, 2 lives were earned, and freedom bought, released. Escaping down through cursed ruins, both haunted and despised, the kindred Elurin clashed with foes of every shape and size. They faced a rotted ghoul, a hideous mass of corpses foul, and sent it back beyond the grave with a flurry and a growl. The bells did toll as Maul crushed all of helmet, greave, and plate, and the golem fell, enchantments failed beneath their strikes so great. But the 2 were not unstoppable, still built of flesh and soul, and a reminder of this fact came creeping up from piles of gold. A languid thing of florid ooze pounced from where it snuck, but the hunters bared a feral grin and swung upon the muck. They smashed and tore and rent apart, but the spawn was also paired, and its counterpart ensnared the younger brother, wholly unprepared. And with a roar, a heartbreak spoken aloud that split his world, the elder watched the younger fade, and a burning anger unfurled. With claws and weapons sharpened by the missing half his soul, he rent the creature piece from piece, till neither of them was whole. With tears upon his mane, the lion fell onto his knees, and wept and cursed and filled the stagnant air with desperate pleas. But the Elurin, a warrior, a hunter, found his feet, and pushed himself to forge along his mission incomplete. His shadow, his companion, his sibling might have gone, but the pride remaining in his breast meant his brother carried on. The world still dark, the chambers cold, the ruins wrought with death, but as long as the elder continued forward, the both of them drew breath. Stout allies they soon acquired, in the form of warriors 4, who hacked and slashed through hordes of foes to clear the way before. To leave this brutal labyrinth, one riddle stayed their hand, but it fell beneath the efforts of the brother and his band. With none left to stop their egress, the adventurers did flee and return towards their rightful time and place, both bold and free. But the world's unjust visage again did rear its ugly head, as their new companion's flesh was never made this time to tread. Yet alongside his new family, as a setting sun did burn, did the younger brother find his way and to the pride return. Fun times.
It ends with a roar. Not of applause, but the roar of a hunt. Every adult and every youth capable of it produces the bellow roar of a hunting lion. And I think we'll have a little breaklet there, everybody. Back at 5 to 10. Type ! Ticket in chat to go into the draw to win our prizes for today.
Yes.
And we'll see you very soon, everybody. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. See you soon.
Vast ahoy and g'day, mateys. We be back for some more Humblewood. And it feels very good to say that. It's been a little minute.
Before we do, though,
What?
Oh, shit!
I would like to. I've got a cake here, or it's a muffin, as a
That's
congratulations.
the most
to,
appropriate baked good.
to Josh for 6 years now in the 7th year of Humblewood. So
Yes.
happy
Thank you very
birthday,
much.
Humblewood.
Happy
Absolutely.
birthday, Humblewood.
You can channel blowing through me if you want. Dang.
Humblewood's got one girlfriend.
Josh, that was a shit blow.
Yeah.
Joke one.
You didn't get them all in one go. What the hell?
300 Ks is a long way to blow. Alrighty.
That's what she
I I will now eat the cake.
Please, if you would, in
In your
honor of
honor,
me,
in
eat
your
the
honor.
cake.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, gang, we are back in the world, and we are back actually in the wider world. We are not even in the Humblewood anymore. This is how far the story has gone. Later on next month, we will be back in Humblewood for the sort of to wrap up the current storyline that is going on over there. But here in the Tangle Wilds, a new story beginneth, and it beginneth by finishing up at a party at an Ellerin family's house. Everybody has a good night's sleep. They may go back to their own homes, they may not. It doesn't really matter, and so we shan't really focus on it too much. However,
Milo sleeps in the pile.
I assumed Milo slept in a pile of children. Can I get you all, please, to roll me a wisdom save? Don't worry.
Ooh.
It's just an interesting thing.
Hell yeah. I pray that this is a continuation
11,
of all
a
the
12,
stuff that was going on last
A
time.
15. It's not. It's a new thing.
Oh, damn. Well,
Did mine
And
come
a
up?
4.
Oh, yes.
it appears I will be exploring it regardless. That's
King-
I'll
Kingsley-
be right there with you.
Yes. Kingsley, where do you sleep?
Kingsley would go back to his house.
Okay.
In town. I think he thoroughly enjoys the festivities and doesn't leave early. But when things are sort of starting to die down, will seek out the comfort of his own bed for a night before we once again sort of leave town.
Does Kiki do similar? So Kiki and Kingsley head home together, and then Milo and Hank stick around, or is Kiki?
Yeah, Kiki will go home. You know, she doesn't want Mary to feel abandoned in
Fair.
fireworks shop.
So does Kiki have a sort of a second bed for Mary?
Yeah, she'll have like a little sofa bed sort of situation that is set up for Mary.
Yeah.
Although she's not there, Mary can sleep in
Yeah.
Kiki's bed if she prefers. But she technically has her own area set up.
Yeah, that's cute. An apprentice's little nook more than a whole
Yes.
bedroom. Yeah, cool. I love that. Alrighty, well, Kingsley, while you sleep, you have a dream. You have the spell dream, actually. You are standing in an empty plaza. The jungle crowds the outskirts on two sides, though it is very well kept. Think Machu Picchu is the vibe.
Okay. So stonework, big courtyard, but overgrown at the edges.
A little bit, yes, at the edges.
Okay.
The buildings on the on two sides of the plaza, as in east and west, and then jungle on north and south sides. Both are pyramidal, sort of stepped pyramids, and it's not just two buildings. There's two groups of buildings to the east and west, and to the north and south. Open jungle. Well, not open, but jungle. The buildings are of white stone and carved with intricate, if nonsensical, symbols. A mountain with a snowy peak rises behind the eastern buildings, towering over the place. A cool breeze sweeps through the place, and it feels busy. As though the sort of place that would normally be very busy, you feel sort of the ghost of a major thoroughfare. For a Perthite, it would be sort of St. George's Terrace on a busy Wednesday. But no one is there currently. It just has the feeling of this place was normally extremely busy. The flagstones are worn smooth by the hundreds of years worth of tread of thousands of worth of feet. Standing, however, in the center is only a single other figure. And it is, they had their backs to you initially, but as you approach, they turn, and it is Mistress Iskander. With in the full vestments of a priestess of Nabar. She turns and could you please make me a perception check?
Sure. I'll make okay, so it's a 17 on perception. I do also, just as like a side question, I assume I know the answer to this, but is Kingsley aware that he's in a dream right now, or is this very much just you're having a dream, so you're kind of just in
I
it
would say
in the moment?
Kingsley is, with a 17, Kingsley becomes aware.
Okay, so he's lucid-ish.
It is
All right.
far clearer than a dream.
Mm-hmm.
In a dream, you know, you sort of you think about being somewhere and you're there. It's sort of there is a you'd never do the traveling.
It edits out the boring parts.
Yeah. It's like watching a film. This is photorealistic. And as Iskander turns, her eyes are the wrong color. They are a soft pink. Not glowing, just the irises are a soft pink. And she says, Kingsley, dear, how are you?
Fine, mistress. What are you doing here?
I come with a warning, darling. You mustn't go into the jungle. The Collegia is not to be found.
Right.
This
Right.
quest has already put you and the others in grave danger. Kiki, Kingsley, Milo, you all... she doesn't say Kingsley, but Kiki and Milo, you all almost... I mean, you saw what... You know what happened.
Indeed.
Fiercely dreadful.
It was, yes. Terribly. And I think he's
And
going
your new friend
to,
Hank
like...
suffered a serious loss. It's extremely dangerous what this wizard wants you to do.
As we're talking, I'm gonna start moving towards her. I don't know how... What is it? How you would elucidate this in character, but I'm aware that characters who believe they are looking at an illusion can make some sort of check to see if they can see through it.
Sure.
Like some sort of int check or something like that to determine whether or not you're looking at an illusion. And I'm
Raw
wondering
Arcana.
if I can do that. Raw Arcana? Cool. Not my greatest skill, but... Not my greatest skill.
Maybe I'll remind you, you have a D4 available.
You do have
to
and an inspiration as well, actually.
Oh,
but
I will use the inspiration, I think.
Yep, go for it.
That is considerably better. It's a 13. And I will use the D4 on that because the 13 isn't bad, actually. So that will push it up to a nice 16.
A 16. This is not, as you probably already suspected, it's not Mistress Iskander.
Yeah.
The eyes you would recognize as being the only thing that is real about this person.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's what you would get with a 16.
Okay. That's cool.
Given that this is not a real place, this looks like whatever the wording of the spell is, whatever they want it to look like, it does. So it is their reality that they craft, the caster.
Yes. Well, it has certainly been a difficult journey. We found ourselves in far more danger than we intended, as you say. Now,
I also suspect
ask.
that wizard cannot be trusted. His intentions for it. Did he ever tell you what he plans to do? A lost college could be full of so much knowledge. In the wrong hands, extremely dangerous. Holy shit. D-Rab in the house. Hey, buddy. Happy birthday, man.
Hey, welcome.
It's actually, in fairness, it's actually Humblewood's birthday. So, no, Dan can mitts off.
No birthday for you.
Yeah. I think he'll just sort of slowly nod and just... I don't think he means ill, but I do believe that the academic pull, the want for knowledge, could certainly make this more dangerous. Now, I must ask, mistress, as he sort of like gets closer, not quite within arm's reach, but stopping just outside, and just, if you're quite done wearing the face of my surrogate mother, who are you? If you have a warning for me, I would have it from the person giving it to me.
She takes a step back, and the figure shifts, and switches to Sierra, Hank's favorite mother, and says, "No offense was meant."
None particularly taken. I understand that when one wants to work their changes, sometimes a subtler touch is needed. Just quickly, as I'm saying this and I'm looking at her, I assume the pink eyes are still there.
Correct. And
Do I...
Sierra does not have pink eyes.
And just... Yes, okay, yeah. Well, then I'll follow on with yes. I understand that sometimes a subtler touch is needed. That said, once is a subtler touch. Twice is an insult. And if you wish for me to not disregard your warning in its entirety, you will find me a far more pleasant conversationalist should you stop assuming the faces of people that I know.
D-Rab, you bloody champion. Thank you so much. That's extremely kind of you. Dan, please type !ticket in chat to go into the draw to win, because we've got a prize going on right now. One you might actually be interested in having. We are giving away a copy of Pathfinder Kingmaker. So yeah, please, everybody type !ticket in chat if you have not already done so. Thanks for all those gifted subs, you bloody champion. She considers and says, this is DM having to think about it.
That's valid. I think if it helps, he'll add on just, while I understand that many would object to having their dreams intruded upon, I'm not like to dismiss you outright.
The shift is more subtle
we want
this
to
time.
Continue with this charade.
The shift is more subtle this time. She takes on the form of a moon Eliran. So the physical form is still roughly the same shape, though the fur goes to a dark grey. And the outfit is that of Shanna. What the bloody heck, you bloody champion?
Hype train.
Guys, we're gonna have to get
Shanna and Dan may both gift an inspiration to the party, which means that Kingsley and Hank are going to get one because Kiki and I already got one. Yeah.
Never punished, baby. Never punished.
Never.
Gotta spend them. Thanks very much, guys. That's really kind of you.
Happy Humblewood Day.
Happy Humblewood Day, indeed. And a third level hype train as well. What the absolute heck? Amazing. Yeah, okay, sure. Imagine all of the, basically every depiction of Cleopatra, but as a cat, is the outfit. Very sort of, yeah,
like
Hollywood's
sort of
idea of Egyptian royalty.
Drapey.
Yeah.
We could say Cleopatra.
Cleopatra, yeah.
Yes.
This would be the official regalia of a princess.
Shanna Haas, great minds.
Yeah. The Hollywood's representation of an Egyptian princess. This is the an Eliran, the regalia of an Eliran princess of the old empire. Just wait. Thank you.
Good job,
I wanna get in.
Beautiful
on
of
that
you.
Train, baby.
Hype.
Hype. Level up.
Level 4. What the hell? Level 3 complete. Hell yeah. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Indeed.
Yeah. She says, is this more to your liking? No offense was intended. Just, I find warnings come best from a familiar one.
He'll nod, and, well, it's at least no longer an obvious lie, if it's a lie. So that I'm willing to take. So,
for privacy's sake as well.
Certainly. If you've come here with a warning for me, what's your stake in this? As much as I'm sure me and my companions have been in danger recently, I find it doubtful that someone would feel the need to specifically reach out to us unless they either had a vested interest in our survival or a vested interest in making sure whatever is there remain undiscovered. So which is it?
The knowledge of this place is not this. This world should not possess it. It was lost for a good reason.
Right. Are we speaking of all of the knowledge of the Collegia, or just some segment of it that should no longer see the light of day?
The very finding of it itself will put many in danger. Many I am charged to protect. To the breaking of your reality.
I see. Well, is there not a way that such history could be reclaimed, but some parts of it might be expunged?
Make me a persuasion check.
Hell yeah.
If that doesn't work, you can go through the line I just sent
I am
you.
going to use my inspiration that I got given from the hut train.
And D-Rab just gave us all a D4 as well.
Dan has just dropped D4s on everybody.
Well, three of us already have
use that too.
Zach can also have my spare.
I appreciate it. Okay. In spite of only getting a 6 on the D20, I can bring that up to an 18.
Yay!
An 18. That's not bad at all. And Watchful Wizard, thanks for those biddies as well. All the frickin' love today.
The gang, the gang.
Oh, thanks, guys.
She says,
if this doesn't work, try my line.
Please don't be alarmed. Okay. She says, I wish that there was. But the knowing of it is what. But coming here itself will be the knowledge that will cause the damage.
Right. But you being aware of this information doesn't pose this danger. Because clearly if you're aware of what it is, enough to warn me, then you have some level of understanding.
I am the information. I can't not know it. But I also stand to lose the most by it being known. I and many others like me.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
You can.
That in particular.
Because is it just, you know...
Oh my god.
Dangerous in terms of that she will lose power? Or...
Absolutely on fire.
It is very difficult
You are
to
cursed.
read somebody who is definitely not this.
Yeah.
All you get is, this is not her true face.
Mm.
This is no more true than any of the others.
Okay. I think Kingsley then is going to pause for a moment. I think his beak turns down as he thinks before he lifts his head, and me and my companions are going to come here. not out of any interest in destroying our reality or harming the world, as you put it. I certainly don't wish harm on you or the information that you purport to either hold or be. However, the fact of the matter is, the wizards of this realm, the mages of this realm, have a set interest in this place. And if they do not send us, they will send others. And they will send others who I imagine will take less kindly to dream warnings from strangers that they do not know. So, we will attend, if only that, are we to find the place, we might find a way to either make sure that it stays hidden, or that we can minimize the damage that would be done. Because I imagine that others that they would send would be less delicate. And seeing as you are willing to speak to me, I imagine we can arrange something.
She doesn't do anything. For a minute, she does seem to consider. Please make me a wisdom save.
Sure. Hey, okay. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
Finally pulled up.
That is the exact number you needed.
Hell yeah.
The ground begins to rumble, Zach. And a shockwave slams you to the ground. Looking up, the mountain top is missing. Replaced with a pillar of smoke and flame. The first debris begins to rain down on you as you stand and look at this woman once again. She seems to have grown. Swollen. Her figure seems to be growing. Last warning. Doom shall befall those who trespass. Leave us be. And lava begins to snake towards you through the buildings, forcing you before it as she rises up and floats away, the lava running underneath her feet and directly towards you. You know it's a dream, but it's still frickin' hot. And you are obliged to flee before it, or stand and burn.
No, I think as much as he is a dream, he's aware that he's in a dream, I don't think that Kingsley has quite the level of, perfect conception of self to just willingly subject himself to pain in one, and would run.
You run. You flee through the jungle, a river of lava snaking after you, nipping at your heels until you wake, drenched in sweat, dawn's light just creeping through the window. You do, however, manage to avoid the 3d6 of psychic damage that the failing that save would have done.
Excellent. Yeah, I think...
Kingsley, first time a girl's thrown a volcano at you?
Somehow. As I think Kingsley just sort of wakes, sort of disoriented for a moment, I think getting tangled in his sheets as I think his limbs continue to move for a second before he realizes he isn't running anymore. And then just kind of looks down at the sweat in his feathers and sort of clucks with disappointment, and will carry himself down to the shoreline to sort of get himself a bit cleaned up and ready as the sun begins to rise, and will make his way over to the transport, intent on telling his friends.
You relay the story. Would you like to roleplay it, or shall you just tell him?
I'm happy to say that he'll just sort of say he tells them in terms of the details of the dream, but we'll sort of conclude it with, So it seems like we're going to be met with stiff resistance, and it does seem that this place is going to be a lot more dangerous than our wizard companion thought. Granted, the fact that at the end she
Tried to set you
concluded
on fire.
with a "leave us alone" does make this seem perhaps less worldly and more personal than she made it out to be, but she also implied that she was the knowledge in some way, so it is genuinely hard to say.
So you got talked to by the wizard school. Don't like that. Can we tell the wizard before we leave, please?
I think that's an excellent
Tell
I
the
want
wizard
more
what?
money for this.
Yeah?
So,
Are you following
Morning,
me?
morning. No, I said I'd meet you here, and here we meet.
Yes.
Kingsley had a weird dream.
Oh, oh dear.
How dangerous exactly is this place?
Well, that's sort of what I've hired you to find out, to be honest.
So
Sounds like you're sentient.
I believe that someone or something within the ruins of the Collegia, in some
Or the
fashion,
ruins themselves.
found their way magically, I think, into my dreams last night and delivered a warning of dire consequences should we even attempt to uncover the place, let alone unveil its various secrets.
Oh
She
my.
said lava at you.
Lava, you say? Well,
Yes.
well, the
Was magma
when
because it was
when the college disappeared, there was an eruption. That was part of it. The fall coincided. It's hard to say who was what the cause was and all. Like there was a couple of centuries of really poor leadership, but also sort of culminated in a really quite bad chain of eruptions along the coastline and. It's argued, I would say, my suggestion is that the cessation of services and basically the lack of bureaucratic support caused the breakup of the empire in the immediate aftermath of the natural disaster that was. But the Collegia was sighted near a volcano and was lost, supposedly, in the explosion.
Oh.
I'm not entirely certain
So
that
is
it
it-
was
is it-
natural.
Is it possible the entire college is buried under lava?
I mean, if it was a
by now
natural
it would be
disaster, we
stone.
shouldn't be messing with it.
I can't say for sure, but the fact that this figure, I believe their statement that they are the knowledge kept within, means that they specifically, perhaps, that their existence ensures the preservation of the knowledge, as opposed to them being it in some magical sense. And the fact that they have asked us to leave them alone after all of these volcanoes went off, and although it may have just been a function of the dream, the fact that they caused the explosion in the dream does make me wonder
Or
whether
they were the
perhaps
explosion.
maybe they were, or perhaps they set them off intentionally. Maybe they sealed themselves away for some reason. I'm not entirely certain, but I don't know. You
We
read enough
really want to be
stories
fucking
and
with this stuff.
If it's a natural disaster, we shouldn't be. As Hank said, we shouldn't be fucking with it. That nature does these things for a reason, and it's not. We shouldn't be. Like nature does it for a reason.
I don't disagree, Milo, and I would be inclined to agree with your assessment, Hank. I don't think that prodding at it is necessarily the wisest or safest idea, but I will ask, Mormon, I assume that although you have a particular vested interest in this place, there are also other mages
Oh, yes.
interested in the Collegia?
You're only the third expedition this year.
Right.
What happened to the first two?
Well,
Yeah.
actually, it is quite an interesting thing, and it is beginning to sort of percolate in my brain, certainly. None of them ever managed to get anywhere near it.
Yeah, did they get blown up by lava?
No, this is the thing. And it's sort of three data points don't make a decent graph, but it is fascinating that no one, for various reasons, they all got radically diverted. One of them didn't even make it to this continent, but they valiantly tried to get here. You were teleported specifically there and then didn't get there. The others did actually make it to the jungle, but they took a far more prosaic way of doing it, and then were run off by a stampede. A stampede of creatures that don't normally do stampedes.
I think, then, it does seem that this place is likely magically protected and is trying to keep people away, which would line up with what the...
That could well be a facet of the actual college itself. However, the Avium is a well-known and storied place in the Humblewood, and therefore it's a landmark and hard to miss. But this one was built somewhat away from everywhere else, and it's entirely possible that it's actually protected by... This is pure speculation on my part, but by some sort of luck magic. Essentially, you have to be lucky, or rather, it defects people by making them unlucky, to be not able to actually find it. So you just got dashed unlucky each time.
Well, certainly
what kind
possible.
Of creatures?
I do think. Oh yeah.
They were
Stampede.
the dinosaurs of some manner, large reptile creatures. I believe it was a combination of several different species, but it was all started by hunting animals. Just spooked them.
Yeah, that's how stampedes happen.
Well, yes, I know, but these ones aren't normally hunted by. It's how to put this. I only get this from secondhand, but basically they found it to be deeply weird and suspicious. The predators were out of their area, and the prey animals were also out of a different area. That they neither species normally frequented that area of the forest, and finding them both in that area was unusual, to say the least. And then the whole stampede. So it's not so much that stampedes don't happen with that group, is that they shouldn't happen here with those animals, because there's been nothing in this area to make them stampede, and there was, which is odd.
Yes.
So-
Now,
Say anything extra to me as a ranger?
To be completely clear, these other two missions, they did come back.
Yes,
They didn't
yes.
get,
No one was killed.
Right.
I believe a couple of people were injured in the stampede, and there was a storm. They spent several weeks at sea without food, but they were all right. They survived the whole experience.
Right. So, probably not deadly. We just might get diverted.
Well,
unless, of course, the threats
Not
are true when we actually, if we do manage to get there. Now, granted, I would be inclined to agree with your assessments, Hank and Milo. I don't think that this is necessarily something we want to be messing with, but especially if this is a point of interest for the Avium, they're going to keep sending parties, and I don't think that any amount of impassioned argument from us is going to stop them. If we go, we at least have the chance to perhaps handle it a little more delicately, and we also have the potential that if absolute worst comes to worst, we are simply yet another diverted party.
Look, first of all, last time we got diverted, we had to nearly fight to the death. Second of all, look, I'll go because you're my friends, and I don't want to see you get hurt, and I think maybe I can help you, but I don't like our chances of winning if we pick a fight with Mother Nature.
I don't disagree, but worth keeping in mind, again, it's a theory, a very far-fetched one, but it is also possible that this may not have been so natural.
Look, volcanoes bring about life anew, and they bring about new times. And it sounds like, from everything the wizards said, sounds like new times were very much needed. Maybe it was a gift.
Could be.
I think an awful lot of people at the time did actually think so. It was not immediately at the time, because an awful lot of people died in the fires, but sort of the general consensus afterwards of the collapse of the empire was generally regarded as a positive thing. It had been good in its time, but of late had not been so crash hot. Is my understanding. Mr. Guildcrest, the dream. Would you allow me to do a small examination?
Certainly.
I am aware of a spell, you see, that can
I know about
do
spells.
what you were describing, and I'm wondering if it was a spell that you had cast on you, and I can maybe try and determine that.
Feel free.
He.
Bend over. Oh wait, not that kind of.
Oh, it's not that.
examination.
No. It's not non-invasive.
Sounds pretty invasive to me.
The spell was that what I'm planning on doing isn't, and he gets the claws out this time, but only 3 of them on his right hand. It would seem to be his spellcasting focus, and he uses them to carve symbols in the air that sort of remain floating around Kingsley, and they sort of squiggle and move, yet they retain their meaning. Even though you don't know what the meaning is, you can sense that they possess meaning, and you can sense that the shifting of it does not change the meaning. They blink through the full rainbow spectrum as he finishes. It's sort of a shing of rainbow, and then flashes a bright cerulean. He says, "Oh, yes, dream spell. Unimaginatively named, but yes, you had the dream spell cast on you. It was normally it can be used to just at a distance communicate. What's interesting is you kind of have to have knowledge of the being in question you're casting it on, and so my normal supposition would be that you have met this person, whoever cast it. Or at least they know of you. How famous are you? I'm not from around here, I'm afraid.
Not that famous.
Suffice it to say, not as much as I'd like.
Well, I'm to see what we can do about
Apparently you're a
that.
bit too famous, actually, Kingsley.
I think with the conclusion of that, I do think Kingsley will also kneel down actually in front of Milo and put his hand on his shoulder, I think slowing right down before it gets there to very carefully place it between spines.
His spines do prickle a little. He's not happy about
and
this.
just, I understand the way you feel, Matt, and normally I would fully agree with you.
We're picking a fight, not that we can't win, but that we won't win.
I don't
That's
think
not okay to win.
we're not going there to pick a fight. And the reason that I suggest we go is because you feel this way. If it weren't for the fact that you were so concerned about this, I think that there's a very real chance that we would mishandle it. But with someone like you on our side, we're sure to handle things properly and not get on Mother Nature's bad side. And if we leave it to another party that the wizards decide to hire, and it's just some group of hired muscle with no interest other than
part
coin,
of the lava flow.
they might become part of the lava flow, or they might unleash something that we have no idea of. And then it's going to be a much larger problem for us to solve. So perhaps it's better that we reluctant few go visit, as opposed to people who are actually excited to do it.
I do hear that. Mr. Wizard Man, Mormon Wizard
That's well,
Man.
yes.
Yep, Mormon. Just asking, why do you want, is this out of pure curiosity that you want this school back?
To find the college, essentially, yes, really. I mean, sort of, knowledge, to my mind, is never bad in and of itself. It is the use to which it is put.
And the means that you go about getting it.
Well, I hope you can agree that I'm sending you in, therefore I'm probably sending decent folk.
Yes.
I chance myself quite a good judge of character.
Congratulations. Look, you want this college back because you're curious about it. You're picking a fight that you can't win. If this...
To be fair, you don't know that. Mother Nature need not cast the dream spell.
Yeah, we don't know if it's Mother Nature. It could just be someone, dreams show you a lot of different things. Just because there was an explosive in a dream doesn't mean that it was actually a volcano.
But this
It's
place
also
was
what the
buried by
person wanted you to
volcanoes.
think.
It's also possible this person is full of shit. And they're just trying to intimidate us, but actually have no real power.
And additionally, if they are as powerful as the legends claim, the members of these colleges, it's also possible that, again, these volcano eruptions may not have been so natural if they were trying to seal something away. And I would think that perhaps, and I think he shoots Milo a knowing glance, knowing that he's being extremely unsubtle about this, but we'll just add, but perhaps that is a slight that we could pay Mother Nature back for then, right?
Milo kind of rolls his eyes and just, look, I'll go with you. I'm not happy about it. If you die and if I die, that's your fault. And he looks directly at the wizard.
Well, I suppose technically I can't disagree with you.
Our deaths will be on your conscience.
I'd appreciate it if you do your level best to make sure that doesn't happen, though, right?
Oh.
Yes, obviously. But I'm not worried about his conscience. I'm worried about his safety if anyone that we love finds out. So
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah. Yes, well. No. I stand by it.
just
If we put it like this, when you put it like that, it's a valid point. But I stand by it. I believe I found a group who can do it. I don't believe
we can do it.
I don't believe I'm sending you to your deaths. I wouldn't have sent you if I thought I was.
Good to know.
Can I insight check that?
You can. Hey, Jack, how you going, buddy? Jack, type exclamation mark ticket in chat.
That's an 11.
Hey, at least this is not a 1
Jack,
or a 2. How'd your stream go, mate?
Big walk stream, yeah.
Yeah.
Big walk.
I am a sheep.
I am a sheep. I like that as a response. No.
Yeah. Inside, he's truthful. He seems.
Okay.
He's actually like. It sounds like he's got a bit of a. You haven't experienced this man to have much of a spine.
I got so many of those, bro.
But yeah, this is. He is seeing a change in Milo. He is seeing a different side of Milo, and you're seeing a different side of him. No, you know what? No. I don't think I'm wrong. I'm here. I'm prepared to stand by the statements I've made. I've done the research, and to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my ability, where you're going, even if it's not safe, that's why you were hired. That's the point, and I reckon you can do it. Is.
Okay.
I'm ready. Except there's one thing I'd really like to know. Given that the last two parties that made their way there got waylaid, trapped out at sea, and lost out in the jungle.
And teleported to a random prison.
And we're kind of flying there through the sky, up way above the ground. And, you know, who knows what's going to be into this. So, is there a way? I'm kind of like looking around. Is the captain of the Shadowlight around, perchance?
The captain of the Shadowlight is an armor hedge called Nils. No relation to Nils Wintervale, but Nils. And Nils, there's an H in it. Nihls. And Nils says, "Oh yes," and he says, "I would insist upon you wearing it," and brings. He sizes you up and goes, "Oh, actually, wait, no, we need the bigger one," and comes up with essentially it's a wingsuit.
Good. All right.
It's a parachute. He says,
Right.
you wear backpack, and then if falling, you pull this string and cast Featherfall. Bound casting.
Good. That's all I needed, because, I mean...
He also brings a much smaller one for Milo.
I sure don't.
Dirty parachute.
He pulls the string.
No. Oh. It only works for a short time. that it will not do you any good while you stand on the... Okay, hang on. It goes and gets the second one.
Hey, can
Takes
you
the
throw me
first
up?
off you.
Hello.
Hey, can you throw me in the air? I want to see if this works.
Okay. I'll throw you
Can't you
as hard as I
fly?
can upwards.
Milo, you get yeeted 20 feet into the air and
Does it
waft
work?
down.
Okay, that's good. I can fly, but you guys can't.
As
Kiki
you
and
start
Kingsley
making your
can.
way down, I just start kind of like batting you back up
Yeah,
into the
keepy
air.
uppy.
Just like so the conversation can continue without Milo like derailing it. I'm just
Just
like
quiet
so,
and let up.
yeah.
Wizard man.
Yeah.
Also,
Now I'm just waiting. I'm imagining the still frame of like Hank, like boom, boom, and then just spiking.
also, Wizard man.
Literally spiking.
If this is Mother Nature, you realize that we can't tell you where it is. If it's not, school's all yours. This is like getting quieter and louder as he's going.
Yes, no, not a problem.
All right. My last
Okay, I'll
question
go.
before we depart. Probably simple. Your offer of payment. Given the other teams have been run off before they were able to make it there, is the payment contingent on us locating the Collegia, or simply attempting it?
I shall put it like this, as you've already attempted it. It would be contingent upon you finding it. However, to maybe possibly put Mr. Lum's concerns to rest, find it, determine whether or not it's safe. That was your mission. If you get there and determine that no, it's not safe at all, then you'll be paid.
All right.
But we do have to find it.
Well,
we have
yes.
to get there.
All right. Sounds like a deal.
And
Right.
Captain Niels, are you just gonna drop us off and then be on your merry way, and we have to find our own way back, or
We are heading across continent. I'm just dropping you off.
Yes, we have to
understood?
find our own way back. Cool.
We're in for a long walk. Got
All
it.
right.
I recommend
Done
teleport.
plenty of.
No,
No.
No.
Nope. Ain't
I'm
doing
never
that.
using that again.
Hard pass.
It's all right.
Definitely not.
We'll figure it out as long as we got the
Mr.
supplies.
Can you come back like 2 days after and get us? Pick us up?
I'll be in the
Yeah, kinda
area
redirect there.
a week from then.
All right.
You have some way
Awesome.
of flagging me down?
I point directly at Kiki.
Yeah, all three of us point at
I
Kiki.
could make a big sparkly explosion. Would that work? Could we do big sparkly explosion?
Just don't make it at the escalier, you explode, yes?
Oh, no. We'll aim off to one side.
Okay, then yeah, we see big sparkly explosion from the jungle, we swing by and drop a rope.
Got it. All right. Thank you.
You board the Shadow Light and head on out. Now, they are going cross country. He says he doesn't know, he has only the vaguest idea where he's dropping you. He leaves it to you to decide when to hop out. So, when would you, is there anything that you'd be sort of trying to...
I actually would, yeah.
Mm.
Given the scenery that was presented to Kingsley in the dream, if I am trying, like, as we're flying, I will keep an eye out for a mountain with a snowy peak that looks... I'm aware that, you know, at a certain scale, mountains with snowy peaks are kind of indistinguishable, but if there is a particularly notable one, I'm going to take my best guess at, like, how far away I think I might have been from it, and I will recommend, as we're sort of pulling up to it, that it's sort of this looks similar to the place that was presented to me in my dream, and while I can't guarantee that it is the right place, I think it's probably the best starting point we have.
All right, let's do this.
I
As
think
you-
we should just wait until we start getting like
I just throw Milo off the edge.
Perception
kinetic
checks,
threats.
please.
I do like a full bomb.
Perception
Yeah, I
check,
think
please.
we should just wait
From
though,
all of
until
you.
we get like
Okay.
threats in our brain. That's a natural 20.
Nat 20.
Milo knows exactly where the fuck
rolled
we
up
are.
to 16.
Milo knows exactly what the fuck's about to happen, is what Milo knows. Milo spots
18.
an 18 from Kiki. Spots a pterosaur. One of the larger flying, not dinosaurs, because pterodons are not dinosaurs technically, but a pterosaur, in fact, more than one. The Hiscalia swoops low to drop you off and inadvertently disturbs a whole roost of them, which swarm out and
Excellent.
attack the Hiscalia. Dealing, can you please all make me dexterity saves?
Yeah.
Well, at least I could see it. 27?
That's fine.
Alright.
Sorry, close my
Not
bad.
bad.
17.
Milo would have tapped the guy and said, Mr. Driver, they're about to attack. Oh, fuck. As he's already landing.
No, wait! Oh, no.
Landing is not what they're
Close
doing.
one,
He
yeah.
is skimming into the treetops. They can't go very low. So we have a 27, a 17, a 16, an 18, and a Hank.
Dexterity 15.
15. Alrighty. 6 and a 7 means Kiki got Kingsley got the number he needed. So Kiki and Hank are going to take 13 points of piercing damage as these creatures swarm the decks of this vessel, and they're just going furiously attacking the vessel itself. The great beast itself hoots in alarm as these things don't get attacked very often, and they're not particularly nippy creatures. It's essentially, I've described them before, you know, a brachiosaur. So the very, very long neck, long tail, big bulging body, that without legs, but about 100, but probably 200 feet long. And possibly even slightly more swollen in the middle. That's a Hiscalia, but with a whale's fluke at the very end to propel itself. They are not fast creatures, but they are extremely buoyant. The head can move very slowly from side to side. The dirigible is mainly the gondola is mainly underneath, but there is a walkway that runs along its spine and out to its head, because the driver basically just puts algae in front of it to steer it. It's not a super maneuverable thing, but it's like carrot and stick. And you just, what side of the mouth it's fed on is the way it steers for the next little while. So yes, these things are pecking furiously at it. A couple of the crewmen are being, the crew are all being attacked as well. And the captain goes, "Please help, do something!" And he's kind of rolled up into a ball and just being pecked, and just his head pops out. Otherwise, he goes back to being an almost impervious little ball.
Alright, this is our stop.
I think we found the right place. Seems very dangerous.
Yes. Milo will whip the bow off his back and try to ping. I've got 2 attacks, so I'm going to try to ping 2 of these things directly, through their own beak.
Oh, nice.
So
Just
is
trying
this
to drive them
initiative?
off. I wasn't going to bother with initiative. It was basically all of you
that's
can
fair.
take your turns. I've decided it's just, for ease of it, it's just an area effect and a dex save. Everybody cops some damage. A 16 and an 18 to hit, not grand rolls, but the 18
plus
does hit.
13 longbow.
Yeah, the 18 does hit.
Sweet, gonna do 12 damage.
12 damage to the swarm of pterosaurs from Milo. That's 12.
As I'll go ahead and use my gathered swarm with that as well. As a fuck ton of bugs hover their way out of Milo's spikes and also follow up this arrow and just
Oh, yeah.
for an extra d6.
The arrows that you're aiming, the first one takes the creature. The second one is swarmed by the actual swarm for a further 4. So 16 points of damage to the swarm. Anybody else? Kiki, Kingsley, Hank?
I was thinking I could Hang on, let me find it. Okay, so I have my ranged attack, Radiant Sunbolt.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that I will do that
Yep.
at least one of these things.
Yep. There are more than you can easily count. So
21!
Yeah. 21 does it, absolutely.
Boom bam, I hit at least one of them.
Yep.
7 points of damage.
It's a blast sort of effect, because this is really just you yeet a firework at one of them.
Yeah,
and
it's
the captain goes,
basically
not too close to the balloon!
Do you want my help or not?
Not if you're going to explode us! I don't know where he became Italian, but he's definitely now
You're going
Italian.
to say exploded.
Why you explode my Escalia?
I'm going to do that again to a different one.
Hell yeah.
See, 12.
A 12 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Boo. But I am going to spend 2 key points to do a Searing Arc Strike, which is basically
Burning hands, isn't it?
burning hands.
Yeah, wow.
Where does
Is that not an action itself? Is that a bonus action?
Hang on, too. Immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 2 key points to cast the Burning Hand spell as a bonus action.
Love it. Yes, you can. Do that.
So yeah, I cast Burning Hands.
So a flamethrower from Kiki's hands, who gets a big Catherine wheel out.
Just a big old arc of...
and away from the balloon, away from the Hiscalia. They're not super flammable, but a little bit.
I'm more trying to, like, scare them away. Just, if
Yeah.
I make enough light
Dissuade
and
them.
noise and stuff, they'll just be like, fuck this, we're going.
Okay, I
We're
will make
bashing
it.
sticks together and
Oh,
yelling.
they got a 7. For extremely maneuverable creatures, they do not dodge particularly well. So Kiki, I believe it's 3d6 from memory.
Yep,
Sorry.
I believe at least.
Spells. Yes, it's 3d6.
Make 3d6s.
So
7.
7 more.
7 damage on 3d6.
Oh, that's
Unmatched.
Little low. Never mind.
Oh, shit.
Still not bad. Doubles the amount of damage dealt.
nice.
Kingsley?
Actually, I was gonna ask, did you want to do anything first, Tank, or should I?
I mean, I would be, first of all, I want to be very clear, I would have had that suit on the entire time we were up in the sky. I do not have wings, so that'll help me. Also, knowing that Marlowe doesn't really think very much, would be, once things go down, I would be making my way to stand beside Marlowe, just in case I need to pick Marlowe up and jump off. So that's where I would be positioning myself. But I would be bringing out Larry, and I would just almost like back to back with Larry, with like Milo right near my feet. I would just be swinging away at anything that comes close.
Yeah. Make some
just
attacks.
taking a few swings. Sure, no worries. Haven't closed my character sheet this time, which is nice. And like an 18
Is enough.
and a 16.
Is not enough.
And the 18 does 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
14 of bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Lovely. You sweep through a small clump of them, and there's you can hear the crunching of the wing bones as you just pulverize a couple of them, and they drop from the sky. And Larry leans over, and then punches one himself, which confuses it more than anything else, as he's not super corporeal in that exact moment. Kingsley? Sorry, Hank, anything else?
No, that's really it.
Cool.
I'm just making sure that if we need to jump, that I've got the little one that doesn't think.
Alrighty. Kingsley?
Okay. My question is just because obviously things like speak with animals are a bit weird in this world because we are animals. Do dinosaurs qualify for things like
They are
speak with
beasts.
animals?
So,
They are
yes.
beasts. Yep. Cool. Okay. And there's still a good chunk of this swarm left, right?
It is thinning, actually, after all the damage the other three have done with it. It's probably, you'd say, probably down about a third of the creatures that was in it.
Okay.
Notably less dense.
I think in that case, actually, I'm going to do what I was going to do anyway. So Kingsley is going to, taking advantage of speak with animals, is going to let out a decidedly not Kingsley sounding shriek, I think, in the best sort of mimicry he can of these beasties, as he is going to mimic, I think, like a shrill kind of predatorial voice as best he can, and just say the nests are, what is it, like the nests are empty. And with that is going to use his action to cast mirror image, as suddenly green sort of coats all of his feathers, and then as he runs, it sort of stays in place behind him 4 times, making like 4 sort of snapshots before they all suddenly sort of snap into reality. And the 4 of them are going to, having made this declaration about their nests being empty in a hopes to bait them away, is going to leap from from the sky vessel to the direction that I saw them coming from, and activate my glide speed so I don't take any fall damage, and just try to pull the rest away with hopefully the threat that their nests are under attack.
Oh, I love that. Make a persuasion.
Yeah.
Or deception, actually. I think it's deception.
That is fair. Deception is actually 4 points better, so it's an 18.
There you go, 18. Yes. Kingsley, please make me a dexterity save. Because you have attracted the swarm's ire.
Excellent. Oh, and this is a save, not an attack, so my mirror image won't do anything. That's okay. It's a 16.
16 is not enough. Don't worry, it's only 9 points of damage, however, as the swarm, which is, as noted, is significantly reduced, is plummets after Kingsley, just takes off down, and Hank and Milo and Larry are left going like, huh. Whereas Kiki is clearly readying another firework, but hesitant possibly to throw it after the swarm attacking Kingsley. Back to the top. Second round, next round, they've done their thing. They are no longer attacking the Hiscalia, and the captain sticks his head out and goes, "Okay, well, that was okay. So, where is your friend?"
I
Down
think it's
there.
our time to leave.
Parachutes on, everybody.
Yeah. I just like pick Milo up by the back of the kind of collar.
We going? He's
Yep. See,
in the air
bye-bye.
still. Bye.
Yeah.
And I'll do like a
Safe
bow
travels.
and then just like fall backwards off the edge with Milo in my hand.
No, pull
Milo
this string
will-
first. Oh.
Milo will shoot one final arrow at one of these pterosaurs before.
Please do. Like, whilst
Excellent.
being held.
Yeah, whilst falling.
Yeah.
Oh, it rolled off a 19 onto a 9, so it's a 22.
Is a hit, roll damage.
3 plus 7 is 10, and then my bugs are gonna go get him for an extra d6. 12.
Love it. An extra 12 makes it 56 damage. That is enough to dissuade the swarm, actually. And the last arrow swooping through them, the remaining animals fly away from Kingsley. And Milo, these creatures should already have migrated. They would normally have left for their breeding grounds in the north. They're about 2 weeks late to leave.
Milo's gonna hit his parachute thing, then think better of it, and his bugs are going to go to hit his parachute thing, think better. His bugs are going to coalesce around him, and he's going to start floating. I'm going to cast Speak with Animals, and he's just going to go, wait, stop. You guys are meant to be here. Not now. Sorry, best friends. You're not meant to be here.
Make a persuasion check to convince them to converse with you when you just shot several of them. Nah.
That's an 8.
I'm afraid they are not interested in talking to Milo.
I was going to say I might use my... Do I use my inspiration here, though? Yeah. I'm going to use inspiration. Would. Yeah.
Alright.
Fuck! It rolled off an 18 onto a 2.
Unlucky.
Fuck. Okay.
That's tough.
Rough.
No, okay, whatever.
I'm afraid they are not interested in talking.
Okay, scram gongi.
You guys, as you fall, well, Hank is the only one who is actually being supported by a parachute. The rest of you manage your own ways down, presumably. I mean, Kiki didn't say she was gliding, but I assumed.
Oh, I have glide, so yeah, I can glide down.
I think because I've got the full duration of the spell, as soon as the attacking swarm is gone, the 3 mirror images and the real Kingsley, I don't think can quite help themselves and begin doing a sort of swooping kind of like sort of like air show on the way down.
Yeah.
Milo floats like through the middle of you on his bugs and just says, show off.
Hank, about 100 feet up, your parachute fails. And
come on.
the spell apparently wears off. And Hank begins to fall.
You son of a...
You'll have 1 round to do something before Hank hits the ground quite fast.
Milo's gonna let himself drop like a pin.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get to Hank in time?
You can fly, yes? As in you have a fly speed, so you can actually propel yourself faster through the air than just falling. As in you can fall with added momentum is the trick.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I can make it? Cool. First of all, stop. You go. Sorry.
I was going to say, I have Misty Step, so if I can get to him, I can just Misty Step to the ground or
You can,
a tree.
but Misty Step doesn't take someone else with you.
Oh,
You'd need
shit.
Dimension Door.
That's Dimension Door, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me if this works. And he's gonna take his parachute off and strap it to one of Hank's arms. And as Kiki shows up, he goes, yours too. You can fly. Yours too.
Kiki wasn't wearing one, I'm going to say.
No.
It was only they're quite expensive things. They were offered only to the non-bird folk.
I just jumped.
So Milo, you
sorry, with the knowledge that Kiki doesn't have one.
Milo, can you make
Can I chime in? Sorry.
Yep.
As I'm plummeting, is there a branch pretty close by that I spot as I'm plummeting? Or
you
am
can
I
try and
plummeting out
angle
in the middle of nowhere?
No, this is a thick jungle canopy that you're heading towards.
I say to Milo as Milo appears, I got this, and then
Are you just gonna fall into a tree?
As I'm
Larry
falling,
is.
I put my arms up like this, as if I'm like holding up, so I'm kind of pin dropping feet first, and then I make Larry appear on one of the branches, holding onto the branch, and as I'm plummeting past, I switch. So then I'm just holding onto the branch.
Yeah.
And Larry goes.
And Larry just
Larry just falls.
and then
like,
you disappear him
and then
before
just,
he hits the ground.
Yeah, that's it. It's just kind of wink him back out, and then he's like, and then probably within about like 5-10 seconds, he's hanging off the branch beside me, just going. He's like hangs with one hand. He's like,
I reckon he was like, I don't. I mean, you can talk for your brother, but I think it was like you could be like, what? You didn't hit the ground. Neither of us died. That was the other option.
Yeah, hey, if I die, you die.
Like, I feel like he wouldn't. It was like, that was cool, actually. That was a neat usage of this ability. Yeah. Hank, you survive the drop. Milo re-engages his swarm, and the four of you land variously, gently in the glade. The jungle is peaceful, calm, if not quiet. The hoots and calls of distant creatures can be heard, though none are near. A stand of white-blossomed cherry trees, a little out of season, scatter their petals, and many of the other ground cover plants have unusually large flowers. The sun's rays are muted this far below the canopy, the trunks packed together so densely that visibility is down to maybe 200 feet. In any direction. The air is damp, but not unpleasantly so, and redolent with the scent of pollen and moss. There is no such thing as flat ground here. The buttressed roots of the larger trees make for imposing obstacles, and making any progress would involve a scramble. And I think we'll leave it there for the evening.
I think so.
Very nice.
Glorious and unfortunate journey you have had so far. Guys, we shall do a quick round of our favourite moments, which is what we like to do at the end of our streams. But, and then we shall, it would have raged.
I did think about that for a second. I was
Just
like, you
tank
could
it.
probably live it.
My rules for falling damage would have been quite a bit. Like, I think Hank probably could have survived it, but particularly if he was raging. But yeah, the Echo Knight is a good solution. Yeah, Hank is now wearing it as an armband, and
Quietly takes it off of you.
it's like an arm floaty for your pool.
He like glides past like, nicely done!
Thank you.
And then crash lands in a bush.
Type ! Ticket in chat if you have not already, and we will do our favourite moments. D-Rab, would you do me the favour of an ! Roll space the number 5 in chat, please, to determine which of us is flattered first.
Wow. Yes, indeed.
Oh.
Fun session.
And the Doctor, hey, the Doctor, how you going, champion? Congratulations on your successful Kickstarter, mate. Mungo's marvelous Mid-City Market will be on its way to me. I back that
That's
damn
exciting.
thing. Looking forward to it. If we haven't had a D-Rab, D-Rab may have been doing something else. Anyone else is welcome to roll it. There we go. Mystery at Winterfest. I wasn't at Winterfest. No, very sadly, I was in the process of moving house. I now live in Bridgetown, though, so next year, easier. D-Rab rolls a 3, and Shanna rolls a 2, which is cool, because that means it will first be Jess, and second it will be Mitch. So, first, favourite Jess moments, favourite Milo moments.
I particularly enjoyed early on in the session where Milo was essentially inviting all of Hank's nieces and nephews to fling themselves at him to see if he could be knocked over.
I was going to say...
You literally cannot.
It's like, you literally can't knock me over, and the kids are like, we're going to freaking try. Very enjoyable.
I liked, just before that, Who Wants to See My Tattoos? From the person in the room least likely to have them, to be honest. But yeah, it was just, it was so funny. I love that. But also just, I'm going to sit next to Harold if I can, was also, so Milo. Love that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was a really, I was a really big fan of how much resistance Milo put up to going on the mission. Just because I think it made a lot of sense, and I'm glad that, you know, that we found a way to sort of talk Milo into it so that the story can progress. But like,
I would have gone.
Of course, but like, I do like that Milo made it really clear where they stood with it, and they were like, no, this does not feel right. We should not be trying this. Well, that was good character building.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll kind of jump in similarly with the kind of uncertainty in the beginning of Mormon, even though kind of Mormon had really proven at that point in time that they had no real kind of notion that this was going to happen. Milo was just like, nah, this is your fault. This is your fucking fault.
I rolled a nat 1 on my insight check.
Yeah, and you played it to a T. You were like, no, I know what I know. And obviously that continued along when it came time to actually getting on the actual vessel. It was like, I still don't really want to do this, even more so after that info from Kingsley. So
none of this is convincing me. No.
Like, all of this is making me quite uncomfortable.
Thank you.
Favorite self?
Yeah. Oh, I liked, I guess, being able to remind people that, hey, Milo's a ranger and his whole thing is he's protecting nature and, that's an act of Mother Nature by the sounds of it, so, probably shouldn't be fucking with that. Like, this is kind of my boy's whole thing, so that was fun to be able to be like, hey, guys. And the second someone was like, hey, maybe this isn't nature, Milo was like, oh shit, you're so right. Oh, let's fucking get them.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the way I play Milo is he is a chihuahua and he's going to get you and get you and get you. He's rabid.
It's a rabid chihuahua.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Surprisingly
right? Dangerous for his size. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Who's next?
We're flattering Hank or Mitch. Favorite Hank Mitch moments.
I'll jump in first. I really I love the whole scene, obviously, with your family was great. But I particularly really liked the detail of, like, again, it tells you so much about the characters and like the culture and stuff. The detail of Hank walking straight past everyone celebrating him and kind of ignoring them to say, I'm going to go talk to Harold first, and how respectful he was, and like the fact that it was then ask permission before I sit, can I go see the rest of the family kind of thing. Just the way that whole, like, it was one small thing, but it set the tone for like the rest of the scene, and it explained everything without actually saying it. It was perfect. It was great. Excellent
representation of a patriarchal society. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I have two, so if we can, I'll do the other one. But oh my god, like stopping himself dying from falling by like switching between him and Larry. Like, come on, that was so cool. I was just trying to think, what can I do? Can I fling myself at him and like knock him into a particularly thick tree? And then he's like, no, I'm just gonna teleport, like boom, 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 and not die. It's great.
My favorite Mitch moment I've got here is, I've written word for word, bro, you just made that shit up off the top of your head. Because it all felt so well thought out. And when you were like, oh yeah, I'm kind of weird too, I was like, you're what?
I really love cooperative world building, and that scene with you were both, it was so delightfully respectful of each other's space and what each other was bringing to it, and it was just sort of cooperatively, collaboratively, this is what I see, oh my god, I absolutely vibe with that, here's my additions, take it or leave it. And it was all just, you and I built built the house and filled it with the people in it. And going on what Karen said of how you responded to Harold and your first thoughts being of your dad, gave me all I needed to bring him, like, I was like, God, how am I going to play this man? And you pitched him really, really well in a few words, and I was like, I think I'm getting it. I think I get what he's about. I hope you like what I did. But
absolutely,
that was,
it was amazing to watch.
When we say patriarchal, but in a nice way. Like, he's not an overbearing asshole. He is, but he is the patriarch. Yeah.
It's a benevolent patriarchy.
Yeah.
I definitely think of it almost as, it is a pride of lions, right? And the younger lions, younger male lions, are accepted as long as they bow their head to the leader, the master of the pride. Yeah. And that's definitely how I kind of thought about it. The first thing that I had to do when I came back was to go and bow to my father to be like, I acknowledge that you're still the man of the household, the leader of the household in this, you know,
This is
within
your
the whole
house.
kind of Leonine Illyrian household kind of thing. And then I love doing that, and I sometimes I don't know how my mind kind of does it, but it just like it flows. It kind of flowed out of me. Obviously, neither of us had any of that planned out. And it was
to
like,
be clear,
oh,
no
I'm gonna
planning
go
at
see
all.
my family. I'm gonna go see the family, and then next thing you know, there's like a full house that's just come out of nowhere with a full family and a big table and respect to the family and the head nose touching and everything. That was it was really cool to just flow through that. So I enjoyed it. Yeah,
absolutely. Alrighty. We need a D3 in chat, please. To pick between me and the two K names.
Yes.
Well, the 3K names and Zach. There we go. Thanks, Dan. It's a 2. That's Karen. Favorite Kiki moments.
I have 2.
Your relationship with Mary. Mary the little lamb. And the description of her having not a bedroom but a space in your house.
Just a little nook.
Like a little sister, because you would have been one of the oldest at the orphanage when Mary was a baby, when Mary first came in. So it is sort of auntie big sis vibes. And it was lovely. Really like that.
Yeah, I think honestly, I'd also like to throw in. I think the description you gave for when you were like throwing the fireworks aboard the thing, and when the captain immediately being like, no, not near the balloon, and just the immediate like, well, what the fuck else do you want? Like,
fireworks are my whole thing.
We literally had this discussion outside the boat before we got on. This one does fireworks. What did you think was gonna happen? Oh, it was just a lot of fun.
Real.
It was good.
Kiki seems to be a character of catchphrases. That kind of like Kiki doesn't like outwardly lead a lot of the discussions and stuff, but then all of a sudden will just chime in with a gem. Just like, yeah, our deaths will be on your conscience. Just like just rubbing in the pressure. Definitely noticed that about Kiki. Want to see a big sparkly explosion?
Yes. I'll go with my sweet one. The family scene when you were talking about how you felt or how Kiki felt in with Hank's family, and you were saying, my found family is just like this, and it's really nice, and it feels really validating and really wonderful. And I don't know, that just made me really happy. It was just a really nice side to Kiki.
Doesn't lessen it, actually makes it more valid.
More valuable. Yeah.
This is a real family, and my family is very similar to this, so it's kind of cool to see that.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yes,
absolutely.
If I may, do we have anyone other than Karen? I do have a second.
Oh, go again, by all means.
It's just, hello teenagers, I have explosives.
Yeah.
That was gonna be what I said next.
Sorry.
Yeah. Like,
the other
hello,
side
kids.
to Kiki.
You want to blow something up?
Yes, I do.
Who wants explosions?
Who wants a big boom? I can do that.
Alrighty. Well, then it's me or Zach. Unless Karen wants to do her own favorite self.
You guys have kind of covered everything.
D2.
Oh, Dan. Sneaky fuck. That's the DM.
Yeah. I loved that after Zach had delivered, his epic poem, that Hank's dad was like, I wanted him writing.
Yes.
That like giving him the money.
Oh, so we're doing me, are we? Okay.
Oh, we are doing you?
I thought you were doing yourself. But no, fine.
I'm done.
Okay.
We're flattering you now. Yeah.
Damn it. All right.
Yeah, that whole bit where he finished the poem and he's like, yeah, I want this in writing. And, yeah.
Based on, like, because Mitch had just said about oral history. They were oral traditions. They don't write these down. Was kind of where I was like, would he even ask this? And I'm like, no, I think he would, because it's particularly special. Yeah.
Absolutely. You go.
Oh, look, amazing session. You're an amazing DM, etc., so forth. We know this. Everybody knows this. Everyone else is going to say it. I have written down a quote, and it is prepared to beat the shit out of a wizard at 5 bells. I don't know why that one got me so much.
Do you want to hit a
write that
wizard?
To beat the shit out of a wizard at 5 bells. Poor Josh.
5 bells out of a wizard. Yeah.
There we go. It's in chat. Just that one goes in my that one goes in my history books. And thank you for the session, as always.
No, pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, I've just got to say, obviously, Harold was perfect. It's exactly what I was hoping Harold would be. That, you know, not too distant, but you know, you said it perfectly. He's got like a particular role to play, and he plays that role. He wants to kind of laugh or whatever, but he's stoic. And yeah, you played him to a T. Man of few words, but also you know, respect and love and everything where it's due. And yeah, again, just like exactly what you said when it came to my thing, is a flipped right back onto you with the cooperative world building. It's great that, you know, a player wants to introduce that kind of stuff into a game, but it is, I would argue, more great when a DM allows that to happen, especially in a game, in a world that has so much depth to it already. To be willing to let a player kind of impact and create lore in a way, it's a big thing. So I appreciate that.
Majorly agree. It makes it feel like our story rather than And I played on many tables where it's, you know, they prefer you not, and I've played on many tables where it is not okay for you to do that. And seeing it happen and being reminded that you're not just chill with it, that you encourage it, it's really nice and really refreshing. And sorry,
it's not something
really
that I would do. Yeah, it's not something that I would generally do unless I know that it's going to be received well. And of course, with you, you're very open to kind of flowing along with those things. So yeah, appreciate it as always.
Yeah, thank you. Watchful Wizard says, I liked when the wizard dude got pushback, but without arrogance. He's like, yeah, I know my stuff, and you can do this. I stand by it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd also throw in, like the whole scene and the collaborative world building was great, but the little bit that like sort of stuck out to me that I really enjoyed was the way that you made Daniel talk. It was like a really small detail, but it was like I think it was Daniel. I might be misremembering the name.
Charles.
Oh, sorry, Charles. You're right. I had the wrong name. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, Charles. Oh. Charles. The way you had Charles talk, because it was the fact that like it was sort of a big deal, and Harold sort of flicking him a coin obviously was like sort of a moment of significance. But the fact that Charles's response to all of this was also, in spite of how young he is and stuff, to remain stoic. And the fact that when they were like, Hank was like, Milo was like, is this your first big kill or whatever? Like, that's awesome. And he was just like, yeah. And not adding anything else. And the fact that it's like then talking about Hank and being like, yeah, but you guys saved him equally. And I think it just sort of shows like speaks volumes of like the way that certain values are pushed. And like the way that they're taught to sort of like behave and respond to things, again, without any of it ever being like expressly said. I thought it was great.
It was.
Yeah, thank you very much. My favorite me moment was, well, I'm not going to talk about Hank's fan because it was done, but I'm actually going to talk back about Mary. Mary the Little Lamb. And the story of how she sold so many fireworks on Kiki's behalf.
Yeah. That was
I will say that Kiki like pays her for her trouble. So Kiki, you are 25 gold better off from her exploits. And she's
Cool.
been paid 15 for her trouble.
So I get 10.
No. You earned 40 from what she sold, and you got 25.
I am
Cool.
proud of her.
Yeah, from shaking down the local high school.
Just like, I just set some off, and then I was just like...
Kind of just did an advert. Kind of worked. Yeah.
you got to admire the entrepreneurial spirit
Yeah.
of young Mary.
You've chosen
It
a
would have
good
worked
one.
on me in
Yeah.
high school. It'd work on me at 26.
So yeah, I
Someone
enjoyed
came
that
by
one.
work and said, "Look, an explosive. Check this out." I'd be like, "Yeah, where do you work?"
Here's
It's
my,
like, where do I sign? Who do I give
shut
my
up
money
and take
to?
my money. Alrighty.
Yes.
Well, favorite Zach moments because I've been flattered plenty. And we've already said the poem in a previous episode, so we
I
can't
was
do
going
that
to say,
again.
everyone say it in 3, 2.
Yeah.
A poem.
Poem.
So good.
Yeah.
I've got
I-
3 things, so feel free, people, to take the lead.
Alrighty.
Because I've got a few things.
You've been so excited to play Kingsley again ever since Josh reached out about this. I know he is one of your favorite characters of all time. You
Yep.
love him, and I love watching you fall back into your eloquent speech whenever you start playing him.
Thank you.
I liked how do you react to Hank's mums, and the very specifically, I flirt as long as Dad is not looking, not out of fear that he'll be like angry with me, just respect, and I'm like completely valid. Love that, yeah. Dan
And a little bit
says
of fear, right?
Kingsley's mirror image description was awesome. Yes, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That was very cool.
Glad you like
Pretty epic.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, your descriptions of magic in general throughout the entire campaign thus far have been far and beyond any kind of descriptions of magic that I've seen from other players in the past. It's really awesome how you flavor every single spell. And it's not just I cast mirror image. So that's brilliant. And yeah,
It's always consistent as well.
don't flirt with my mothers.
Just a bard. Yeah, not my favorite moment was not you flirting with my mum.
I don't think Sierra would have been into it, but Deirdre definitely was. Should have been one of the
and
worst.
I suspect the line that I wrote down that I had to type out as soon as you said it was, when the universe hands you a villain, you'd be a poor protagonist not to
Yes.
take it. I thought that was
Thank
just absolute chef's kiss.
Thank you
So-
very much.
Mm-mm.
I'm the hero of my story. Y'all are NPCs in it.
I really enjoyed how Zach interacted in the dream. Like pushing back against like the creature, just being like, look, I'll listen to what you have to say, but stop doing
That's
it with
rude.
a false face. That was really cool how you just handle that whole kind of situation. Sorry, I've got a Siri scratching her chin on my lap.
That was so cute.
That's so good.
Hold your
Thank you very
baby.
Yeah, I'm very glad it was you that rolled that wisdom save, because Milo would have noticed this thing was bad and just been like, show your true face. What was the line that I sent you? Said, if this doesn't work, meet us in person, you musty bitch.
Jess was DMing me that and saying, say it, say it, say it. I was like,
No. I just didn't arrow up to it.
Don't worry, it probably will.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just so glad it was Kingsley. It was Mr. Eloquence over here, and you are genuinely, weirdly, the most level-headed in the party. You have
Sometimes.
explosives, Karen.
Level-headed explosives.
Nuh-uh.
I actually think that the party is generally fairly level-headed. Milo's the loose cannon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Giving Milo a cannon?
Hank's a pretty level-headed guy. It's just quite high up. And Kiki is mostly reasonable. It's when she's like she can be chaotic, but it's not her default state. She chooses her moments.
I'm selectively chaotic.
Yeah.
I've said a favorite Kingsley, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'll
Self, buddy.
say, I'll say self in that case.
That's right. The mums. That was mine.
Yeah. I think self. I would. I think I would honestly probably also say. Have said the dream and the way that I handled the interaction, but also because that was taken. I'll throw in pulling the swarm away from the air vehicle, because I realized that there was not a single thing I could do to them that wasn't also going to punch a hole in the ship. So my
That's just a guy.
So my only other option was trying to bait them away, and remembering that I could talk to animals, I was like, oh well, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad it worked.
You needed to do 50 points of damage to the swarm. You did 56.
Nice.
To basically make them bugger off. Yeah. Well, glorious, everybody. Well, we should probably draw a giveaway. So, final tickets in chat, ! Ticket in chat. Does anybody have anything that they would like to spruik before we bugger off ski?
Nope. Be here the next time this show is on, because so am I.
Next
Or
Monday.
else.
Yeah, come back next week.
Next
Or
Monday,
shenanigans.
at some point this week, I may do a Corsair Cove stream because the game is out and it's heckin' good. I've played the first 5 or 6 hours of it about 5 times, because it gets you have to go back and like, oh, okay, knowing that that's going to happen, I'm going to have to make a significant change. So yeah, too earlier on. But yeah, see you next Monday. If not before, let's draw that giveaway. Who have we got? We've got a few people in the thing. Close the giveaway.
If you're not here next Monday, Milo gonna be in your bed and he's full of bugs, so...
Oh. We have Jack Squarepeg wins the giveaway. Congratulations, Jack.
Yay! Go Jack!
Good job!
Alrighty. Well, that will be winging its way to Jack, the lovely Squarepeg himself. We will...
Game.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure streaming for you. Great to see all of your lovely faces in chat. We'll be back very, very soon. We need to find a raider. We need to find someone to raid. You can tell it's been a little minute for me.
I mean, Mike Moans has been watching us and has been live for a while as well.
Hell yeah. Well, let's drop a raid over on Mike. He is doing big mecha painting. Hell yeah. Conflict 47. So Conflict 47 is alternate history World War II mini battle game with German mecha tanks and allied mecha tanks, and it looks freaking cool. And I really want one of the allies have a mecha tank that looks not unlike an Imperial Guard Vulture but with legs, and I kind of want it. So yeah, we will drop a raid over there. Yeah, you get a Pathfinder Kingmaker, Jack. So it's a pretty good prize. I'll send you the Steam key and everything. We'll drop a raid over on Mike Moan. So throw your favorite raid emotes up in chat. Tell Mike where you came from. Show him the love like we always do, and we'll see you same bat time, same bat channel next Monday for some more Humblewood. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe, you wee scallywags. Avast for now. Whee!